Still an hour and a half away from the NBA playoff game tonight. San Antonio at Oklahoma City, and the series, the West Finals, is tied at 2. OKC's Jalen Williams was out again last game with a sore hamstring. Guard A.J. Mitchell is out again tonight with a strained calf. The NBA Finals will start Wednesday, June 3rd against the Knicks. The NBA's Coach of the Year announcement is tonight. Cleveland's Kenny Atkinson is expected to return for a third season there. He has a 5-year deal. Coming up in a couple hours in the NHL, Game 4 of the West Final, Vegas going for a sweep of Colorado, and Vegas is at home tonight. Chiefs quarterback Patrick Mahomes returned to the field at OTAs after knee surgery in December. The Houston Texans restructured the contract of wide receiver Nico Collins. Packers running back Josh Jacobs was arrested. He's facing 5 domestic abuse charges after a disturbance complaint over the weekend. I'm Steve DeSager.
Elijah, put the camera on me.
Can this sports writer and this sports fan share a radio show without driving each other crazy? Now, live from the Fox Sports Radio studios, here's Fox Sports Radio's Odd Couple, Rob Parker and Kelvin Washington.
Password.
Ack.
Enter, brother.
You now have full access, that's right, to this very fine radio program for the next 3 hours.
Not 2, not 3, not 4.
Thank you, LeBron.
Not 5.
No matter how you listen in, Fox Sports Radio, foxsportsradio.com, the iHeartRadio app, Sirius XM Channel 83.
Wow.
And now, love.
We'll do it live
on YouTube.
Do it live. I'll write it and we'll do it live.
Thank you, Bill.
Just
appreciate it.
do it.
That's right. Say my name.
Rob Parker.
Say his name.
Kelvin Washington.
We are indeed the odd couple on a trash-talking Tuesday.
Woohoo!
That's right. Thank you. And you'll need our telephone number because we are, without question, the most listener-friendly national sports talk radio show on the planet. At least when people are still awake.
Come on,
Sorry about that.
How's she going to count it? A sleep meter?
I mean, it just doesn't,
Snoring meter?
Write it down, commit it to memory, 877-99 on Fox. Or for you laymen out there, it's 877-996-6369.
It's
you
not
can't
trigonometry.
figure out letters and numbers and all that. And if you hear feedback on the line when you do call in, it's your own fault. It means only one thing.
You forgot to turn down the radio.
And if you call in here and have a problem with what we say, guess what? Tough, because...
Well, I'm talking to you the way I want to talk to you. Do you have a problem? Turn off your station.
That's right. And with all that said, always remember.
The Odd Couple was filmed in front of a live audience.
Sweet-oo bitty. Yeah.
There you go. All right, let's go. Big show.
Ooh.
Let me welcome in my co-host. Back from the holiday weekend,
Yes.
he is...
Kelvin Washington. Feels good, man. Feel back at it. We got a big game coming up, Game 5. We got a bunch of stuff to talk about as well, man. Everything good with you, brother?
All good.
All good? That's
Yes.
right. You ever play pickleball?
No.
Would you?
No.
All right, it's one
It's
of our
just- it's
TVs
like-
in front of us. I'm
yeah.
looking at it.
I mean, I play tennis.
Yeah.
I'm good. I mean, I know they come up with all these little... I play tennis. I'm good with tennis. I don't need pickleball. I play ping pong my whole life. I had a ping pong table.
But if you play
So I
those
liked
two,
all
you'll be
that.
all right.
Yeah, I know, but I'm
I'm going to tell you this.
It's just always coming up with something.
I don't disagree.
You know what I mean? Like,
I don't disagree.
Let's figure something out to get people to buy more rackets and balls and pay a fee.
I don't
serious.
disagree. Don't start, though, because you'll enjoy it.
Yeah.
I was like, bah humbug. And I got out there like, it was like
but if you played tennis or played racquetball, all right?
Yeah.
I mean, I'm just saying, if you played any of that, I'm sure you would enjoy it.
Yeah.
I love, and I haven't played in years, ping pong. I used to love ping pong.
That was okay. It was never great.
and
But it's
tennis.
the same thing. I said it's like a human size, like life-size ping pong, but with a little bit of tennis as well. And I played tennis in high school for a minute, so you'll enjoy it. But so don't get out. One day we're gonna have to do it. Somebody's gonna, the bosses are gonna set up some tournament, some charity thing.
It'll never happen.
Don't do it.
Why? Look at
it. Just looks so lame.
Is that it?
It's like a lazy tennis. Looks like for old people who can't move.
And tennis is.
They call it cripple ball, by the way.
That makes sense.
No, because the ease of it, you end up exploding trying to go get and ripping Achilles because you haven't really moved too aggressively. So
That's funny.
We did a whole thing on the special. They call it cripple ball. Like you better be careful with it.
Man,
catch you slipping.
All right, hey, we got a great show, a lot of stuff to talk about, and of course, you can check us out on YouTube. That's right, for the people who have subscribed, we appreciate you. More should follow. Come on, there's your opportunity.
Rob Parker Press Box 20. Okay, I had to make sure. I knew you ain't have nothing on without nothing on it. Knew you had to have something on it. No, that guy. You see him look, Alex, like he didn't know. Wait, what? I got something on
real quick.
Something on it.
I don't remember what jacket this was because this is one I keep here at the station because it's cold in here.
One of many.
Like people might ask, like, why do we have jackets on here?
It is never even kill. It's either too warm or too cold in here.
It's just it's cold.
It's freezing.
It really is. Like you might be in the middle of the summer and see us in here with a jacket and go like, what? Don't
for some reason they say when it's cold you're more alert? No, I'm just cold.
Yeah, I'm just right. And,
I'm alert.
Oh, you live in L.A. and you got a jacket on in July. No, the studio.
It ain't about when we walk out of here. Most from like May through October is beautiful, 82 degrees to 90 degrees depending on the day or night. We're in here. It's snow. It's some icicles right behind you in the back corner.
I'm gonna tell you this. I don't wear shorts in here for that reason.
True.
I wear shorts in the summer, but every time I come in,
I could do the shorts more so than I couldn't do the top. I'd rather my legs be all right.
All right. Again, make sure you go check us out and hit that subscribe button. Just search Odd Couple FSR on YouTube. All right, let's welcome in the Odd Couple crew. We wouldn't be able to do this fine radio program without them. Rob G is our Blood Mexican. Alex is our engineer.
Pay no attention to that man behind the curtain.
One more time.
Pay no attention to that man behind the curtain.
Steve DeSager's at the anchor desk. He'll keep us updated throughout the program. And, of course,
never heard of him.
Elijah.
Who is it?
Elijah.
Who?
Is our social media guru. All right, man, Rob G.
Like
of course, the Cavs get swept in the playoffs.
Yay.
People are calling for Kenny Atkinson's head. And, of course, the Cavs do what?
Absolutely nothing. The Cleveland Cavaliers, despite getting swept and embarrassed on Game 4, they lost by damn near 40 points. It wasn't even competitive after the first quarter. Donovan Mitchell said after the game, I have no doubt that this group can get there. There being the NBA Finals, there being the top of the mountaintop, there being an NBA championship. Said it all year. The biggest thing is you lose that as a learning lesson. Well, they're apparently taking a big learning lesson because ownership, Dan Gilbert, has decided, according to multiple outlets, that Kenny Atkinson as the head coach, James Harden as the point guard, and until further notice, Donovan Mitchell, they're all coming back next season in 2026.
This is simple for me. Fans ask and they wonder why their team hasn't won a championship in forever or 40 years, or the Lions or the Mets haven't won since 1986. I could go on and on and on of all these teams that haven't won in a long time. And usually fans will try to buy them with the idea that it's bad luck or, you know what I mean,
that
they're
dang
cursed.
Goat.
They're cursed or something happened. No, it's not. It's what the Cleveland Cavaliers did today, which is ignore the obvious elephant wearing a polka dot bikini inside the room, and they're just going to ignore it. What Kenny Atkinson did in Game 1 when he stopped coaching was a fireable offense. I get it. He beat the Pistons, the number 1 seed. They won Game 5 and Game 7 on the road in Detroit. We gave them credit. Applause. Very nice. But let me tell you, his coaching job and what he did here, and had the audacity to tell fans that coming into Game 4 that analytically they had won 2 of the first 3 games. Analytically. Dan Gilbert, this is for you. Hello, is this on?
It's on.
Okay. The team you just got embarrassed by got swept. Kelvin was against it last year, but I wasn't. And guess what? The Knicks went to the Eastern Conference Finals, lost the first 2 games, including blowing game 1. And what did I say, Kelvin? That Tibbs needed to be fired. And guess what? They fired him. Now, I'm not a Mike Brown fan, but they needed a new voice and a change. Guess what they did this year? They went to the finals. They weren't afraid to make a change. Sometimes you got to make a change. You can't keep doing the same thing and expecting different results. This is a mistake by the Cleveland Cavaliers, and this is why this franchise hasn't won since Moby Dick and LeBron James was a guppy. That's the only time that this thing has ever happened there.
Well, you got to tell Dan Gilbert that. Dan Gilbert make it like it wasn't nothing. We can win without you, LeBron. We'll do this. They ain't did nothing before or after. This is definitely, to me, I was telling Rob G this. You can't bring back a situation where 2 of the 3 main cogs, Donovan Mitchell, James Harden, and Kenny Atkinson, I have major concerns with, right? And this is, for me, I was like, we talked about this. I just couldn't see a backcourt of James Harden and Donovan Mitchell getting to the finals. They could absolutely have proved me wrong. I would have had to have seen it. They didn't.
They did prove you wrong in the Pistons series.
I ain't talking about the Pistons series.
No, but you didn't think that they could do that.
You didn't think the Knicks would get there.
I know, but I'm saying that. But you're talking about the backcourt.
And I said they can't get to the finals.
You didn't think they could beat the Pistons.
And they got swept. And not only swept.
You didn't think they could beat. Why can't you acknowledge that? You didn't think that backcourt could beat the Pistons.
I didn't think they could.
Okay, and I thought that they could beat the Knicks, and I was wrong. Just admit it.
I've been admitted it when they beat the Pistons. I'm on the Knicks right now.
Just go ahead.
And I absolutely thought they had no shot getting to the finals because I don't believe in James Harden, and I don't believe that Donovan Mitchell can be the one to singularly lead you. And Kenny Atkinson, who I was pretty much indifferent about, hey, they say he's a good coach. He's had some good run. Okay, we'll see. The problem I have with him is that when it was crunch time, or when it's time to make decisions, or when it was time to own up and fess up, he never did it. Game 1, they're up 22 with 7.5 left. They end up losing that one. And then instead of being like, hey, I'm not going to lie, I messed up, I should have used my timeouts, or I messed up, we should have, had some better defensive rotations, he doubled down on it. He's like, oh, I will put James Harden in any situation like that. That's how we want to do it. And then, I like to keep a timeout. He doubles down on it. Then you go into what else does he do? As you just mentioned, he starts talking analytically. Analytically, we've won 2 of the 3 games. And then James Harden comes out, and what does he say? Well, shoot, I think we're the better team. I think we're better team. We didn't win, but we're the better team.
And coach speak. We know
but
that.
No, you can do that, and I understand that.
All the time. Everybody.
Nobody does that when they get swept horribly. I've never seen that.
I have. I've seen people coaches. Who was the other one that we saw before this? J.J. Redick talking about how great OKC was one of the all-time. I'm just saying,
I have
coaches
seen
and players
teams be in a series and feel they won. I've never seen a team never end the series and say the better team. That's just outrageous. So I can't have 2 to 3 guys who are the main cogs of my team creating and permeating some loser mentality, some loser thought processes, some loser types of ideology that, hey, we were the better team even though we got swept and we're never even close. And that we never are fessing up and understand that we made some mistakes. Maybe we should have called timeout. Maybe I should have switched James Harden, come up with a different preference. Maybe I shouldn't be saying we're analytically better than this team and we won 2 of the 3. To me, I can't come back with 2 of the 3 guys who have loser mentality and who are accepting of things that shouldn't be. Now, obviously, Donovan Mitchell isn't going anywhere. And they now put themselves in a tough position because James Harden has a 42-point, I think, $3 or $42.5 million player option. He ain't turning down $42 million, so you know he's going to be right back there. So now you're rolling in Kenny Atkinson, apparently, according to Dan Gilbert, and you're rolling in James Harden again, and you're saying good luck. And I don't see them just automatically getting better. You got plenty of teams. We'll see what Boston does. We'll see how the Pistons improve. We'll see how Orlando improves. We'll see what happens with Halliburton coming back. So it can be very, very difficult in the East. And the Hawks, do they make some moves to improve? So the idea that they'll just naturally be back with an aging. James Harden ain't getting younger, by the way, and he ain't going to become a better defender. So I'm disappointed in the acceptance of where they are, to me, is what's disappointing. Rob, they weren't in this. You could say, let's say the Pistons would have beaten them. They could say, we're right there. Okay, you won 7 games against the number 1 seed East. I could get that. Or if the Pistons say, we were right there. We feel like you were right there. They were never in this thing. Not at all, Rob. And that's what's
I disagree because game 1, they actually built a 22-point lead. To say that they were never in it, they were in game 1. Would you agree they should have won game 1?
Yes, they should have.
Okay. That's
but now.
No. But that's to say that they would they were never in it is not because then
the
they
question
should.
is,
then we should look at game one. Game one was an ultimate choke job.
Absolutely.
So they should have won one game. Would you say that?
They should have won that game, but my prevailing thought is the Knicks were rusty. Okay. It was less about the Cavs. I think the Knicks were rusty.
That's not why they lost.
Once they knocked their rust off, they ain't looked back.
That's not why they lost.
They did not
They
look
lost. It wasn't about the Knicks. They lost that game.
But was that a close series?
No, that's not what I said. You said they were up 22. Whatever it was, they were up 22 and should have won game one.
They should have.
Okay, that's all I'm saying.
And so maybe they get gentlemen's
We agree, right? Okay, that's it. 877-99 on Fox. 877-996-6369. Just want to keep you honest. Are the Cavs making a mistake by running it back with this group next season? We'll continue that conversation next with you. It is The Odd Couple. Rob Parker, Kelvin Washington, where we deliver insight, not noise, right here on Fox Sports Radio. And you know what you need to do. Stick and stay.
Especially if you need some help with deciding on a college in the US of A.
If you do, I got you. If you're thinking about what's next for you professionally, whether you're looking to move up, switch fields, or finally finish that degree, University of Maryland Global Campus has your back. Explore more than 135 degrees and certificates to arm you with the skills for today's job market. Affordable, online, and built for working adults, UMGC offers programs that help you build lasting skills in leadership, communication, critical thinking, and more. So make sure you apply by June 1st and save with no application fee. Go to umgc.edu. Check them out.
And we know the Knicks and the Cavs are going to tip off for Game 4. Most people are expecting a 4-game sweep because the Cavs have just kind of died on the vine. But Kenny Atkinson, we need to hear Kenny Atkinson trying to, I guess, explain what has happened here in the being down 0-3 to the New York Knicks. Here we go. Okay. Yep. We'll get that sound up real quick, and Martin, and then
the analytics ran the sound immediately.
Yeah,
much like the analytics ran it immediately. This is just real life here.
Analytically, I think we won the I said 3 out of 3. We're 2 out of 3 in the expected. I don't know if you guys follow that. There's an expected score, and we won 2 out of 3. And I know you're looking confused, but I'm not. There is really. I think last night it was the expected score was like 1 point or 2. Us shooting way below expected, them shooting way over. And I know no one wants to hear that. I think you guys like hearing it. I know, general public, no one wants to hear that. Everyone's outcome based, and sure, I get that too.
All right, Kenny Atkinson, is this on? You just signed your death certificate. Kenny Atkinson has just signed his death certificate. And I'm talking about proverbial job death certificate. He is no longer fit to coach in the NBA.
His pink slip?
Absolutely. And if you're the Cleveland Cavaliers, you got to pull the plug on Kenny Atkinson when this thing is over. And it is not just because they lost to the Knicks, who happen to be rolling and are hot or whatever. It's how you lost. It's how he stopped coaching in Game 1. It's those things. And then to get up there and try to convince people through analytics that they've actually won 2 of the 3 games by analytics despite not winning the game by final score. Kenny, I have news for you. Sports has a short menu. Wins and losses. Your team is down 0-3 with a chance of getting swept. That is not the defense anybody wants to hear about analytics. If you want to tell me when you're up 3-0 and say, you know what, none of this has to do with my coaching, this is all analytics, I'll buy that. But I'm not buying this idea that in reality you won 2 of the 3 games because your analytics were better than the Knicks. You choked down an epic game 1 up 22 with 8 minutes to go in the history of the NBA, and now we got to he's unfit. He's unfit to coach and lead. Kenny Atkinson, and he's always been regarded as a good coach, Martin, no longer. No longer. He did not coach in game 1. He let his team down. And now here he is trying to convince the owner, I guess, of the Cavs or fans that they really should be up 2-1 in this series because of their analytics being better. I'm sorry, Kenny Atkinson, get lost.
I mean, not only that, juxtapose it with Josh Hart in the same series talking about his take on analytics where they're like lampposts for drunk people. And I don't know, Rob, if you've ever been that way, but I've stumbled across a few lampposts, never made it home from there. I always had to, it'll keep me up for a bit. Analytics to me, my take on analytics is similar to my take on condiments. The more condiments you need to put on a dish, the worse food it is. The more numbers you need to convince me why this player is good, that player is good, the worse player he actually is. We're going to talk about Victor Wembanyama at the top of next hour. I don't need an analytic to tell me that he's good. I could just watch the game and say that's the most dominant player that I have seen in the NBA in the last, 3-4 years, right? And we'll see how that plays out going forward. I don't need to see the analytic to double-check to make sure. But what this is an ultimate excuse because if you really want to dive into some of these analytics, what you did do is trade Darius Garland for James Harden, getting 10 years older. What they did do is fire J.B. Bickerstaff, who's probably going to win Coach of the Year this year.
He already won it, didn't he? I thought he got named that. No?
Listen, it's been a long weekend. I'm not exactly. If he didn't win it yet, he's one of the finalists, right? But either way, J.B. Bickerstaff, who coached a 1 seed with 1 star to a 60-win season,
which is now a little fraudulent. But go ahead.
But either the Cavaliers didn't do it. And that's the guy they fired to get Kenny Atkinson. Kenny Atkinson was supposed to take them over the hump.
But he beat the Cavs. I mean, he beat the Pistons.
But guess what? The Cleveland Cavaliers are going to win just as many Eastern Conference Finals games as they did with J.B. Bickerstaff as they did with Kenny Atkinson.
Sports Radio. Alex, I can't even drink my green tea in the morning anymore.
Buried alive. Someone come dig me up.
All right, my man. It's the odd couple, Rob Parker, Kelvin Washington, on a Trash Talking Tuesday, which will be coming up next hour. Coming up in a few minutes, we'll have E from Salam join the show as well. Always good to chop it up with E. By the way, University of Maryland Global Campus, you can choose from more than 65 graduate online degrees and certificates, including our MBA, now with 10 specializations, no application fee through June 1st. Visit umgc.edu. You got to get ready for that, Rob. That's going to be one of the ones for you in August. When we go to Atlanta, that's going to be one of those songs you just need to know.
Okay. I'll be ready for it.
That's Janice, right. Shut the Blank Up is the name of it.
It's so good.
Everybody just trust me. All right, let's get some calls. 877-99 on Fox. Looks like they're bringing the band back. Harden, Mitchell, Kenny Atkinson as the coach. Won a few times. Rob and I agree that they're making some mistakes by not making some moves here. What do you say? 877-99 on Fox. Let's take some calls. Rob, who we got?
Greg in Wichita. You're on the Odd Couple Fox Sports Radio. What's up, Greg? How are you?
Hey, gentlemen. How are you guys doing tonight?
Doing well, G.
It's nice to see you agreeing, and you're both absolutely right. Not firing the coach, stupid. Paying James Harden all that money, stupid. And if they don't have enough money in the cap to outbid the Lakers for the moat, LeBron, the mercenary of all time, even more stupid.
Very nice. I love it.
Y'all in these oats.
He's the moat. Hey, I'm out. Thanks, guys.
Thank you,
doubt.
Greg. Appreciate it. Thanks for the support. Thanks for
they're
listening.
already big time over the second apron, so I don't know how they would have money for not even just him, but anybody really good.
Tony in D.C., you're on the Odd Couple Fox Sports Radio. What's up, Tony? How are you?
Fellas, what's good?
What up, T?
Look, Atkinson should be gone. They better hope Harden opts out this $42 million, but I don't see it. Donovan Mitchell basically is wishing another year of his career, and I think Mitchell has to be a second banana. I don't think he'd be your main guy if you're going for a chip. And they're going to have to break up Allen and Mobley. I think they went as far as they can with those two, and they're going to have to try to get the best trade package for either one of those two guys.
I'm not mad at that. And I do agree. I think Donovan Mitchell is a very, very good number 2. You know, if you have a Joker-type player and he's your Jamal Murray, maybe a better version.
I think he's better than Jamal Murray.
That's why I said maybe a better version. I think, I don't think he's capable of leading. And this is a different NBA. Having just like 2 dogs and then a bunch of other guys is not anymore. You got to have a bunch of guys on the team. You look at the West right now. Even some of these teams in the East, you got to have a bunch of players like the Knicks. So we'll see. Who else we got?
Emmett in Olympia, Washington. You're on the Odd Couple. Fox Sports Radio. What's up, Emmett? How are you?
I'm doing great, Rob Parker and Kelvin Washington. How about yourself?
I'm doing great, brother. Where have you been? We haven't heard from you in a minute. You've been working? What's happening in your life?
That's a great point. Yeah, I've kind of been doing, not to plug myself or anything, but I kind of started a new morning show lately on X. We're about to expand to, all social medias, YouTube, Instagram, Facebook.
All right.
I've been focused on that, just watching games. Man, yeah, thank you, Rob.
What's
the name of your show?
It's called the SU Network Morning Show right now.
Oh my.
That's what we call it. We're gonna make a new name, make a logo, and all that once we get on YouTube. We're just trying to build an audience right now. But if you go to @EmmettOnAir on Twitter for anyone who's interested, you can find information about the show. I also do my own show on there as well. That's going to be on YouTube as well. Not to plug myself though. I know you guys got the Sager to go to and all that. So I'll bring you guys my point here.
Don't be knowing our schedule, Emmett. Don't be trying to know our schedule out here in the streets.
He's going to throw it to the Sager. He didn't go like, you got an uptate. He said, I got to throw it to the Sager. Right. Not yet. Wait a minute. What happened to him? He didn't make his point.
He might as well have. He plugged everything. When I was in 5th grade, I was in a play.
He didn't make his point.
For Christmas, my favorite gift my mom ever got me was this bike I ever got.
Hello, gentlemen.
That
was premature, the Sager. I'm just telling you.
Yeah. So stupid.
I'm just
Don't
we didn't
roll
get
me
there.
into this. I got nothing to do with this.
I just meant that we went
He's
to
a loyal listener. I would have rather heard him.
Then who? At least don't say me. Don't lump me in
the
into
three
Steve.
of us.
Oh, Steve.
Oh,
all right.
He said the 3 of us.
Well, you heard everything about his entire life. My first girlfriend was in middle school, and all right. What you got for us, Steve?
Let's get caught up. Here we go. Let's do it now.
We are still over an hour away from Game 5, of the NBA's West Finals. San Antonio and Oklahoma City series tied at 2. Jalen Williams of OKC was out again last game with a sore hamstring. Guard A.J. Mitchell is out again tonight with a strained calf. The NBA Finals start Wednesday, June 3rd against the Knicks, who are off until then. 11 straight wins for New York. Their last loss was over a month ago at Atlanta. Playoff record, by the way, Golden State, 15 straight victories in 2017. The NBA's Coach of the Year announcement is tonight. Detroit's J.B. Bickerstaff did win the coaches' vote earlier. This is separate in the NHL playoffs, hour and a half away from Vegas' home game against Colorado. Vegas leading the West Final 3-0. Packers running back Josh Jacobs was arrested. He's facing 5 domestic abuse charges after a disturbance complaint over the weekend. Former Dolphins defensive tackle Manny Fernandez passed away at the age of 79. He was on Miami's undefeated team in 1972. Quarterback Patrick Mahomes of the Chiefs returned to the field at OTAs after knee surgery in December. He tore the ACL and LCL then. He's wearing a brace. The Houston Texans restructured the contract of wide receiver Nico Collins. Tampa Bay running back Bucky Irving could be ready for training camp after off-season shoulder surgery. Major League Soccer is on break for the World Cup, which will be on Fox. U.S. men's soccer plays an exhibition this Sunday in Charlotte against Senegal. The World Cup roster for the U.S. men was revealed today. Gio Reyna is on it, despite barely playing this year. To Major League Baseball, the Nationals are up 4-0 at Cleveland in the bottom of the fourth. Orioles in the fourth lead 3-1 against the Rays. Angels out to a 2-1 lead at Detroit, bottom of the third. The Tigers had lost 16 of 18 until a win on Sunday. Pirates lead the slumping Cubs 5-1 in the fourth inning. The Cubs have lost 9 in a row. And former Rookie of the Year Bob Horner passed away at the age of 68. He was a Braves #1 overall pick in 1978 and went straight to the majors. Still won Rookie of the Year despite an abbreviated season for him. He had 9 seasons with Atlanta. Back to you.
Steve, thank you. And another thing, Steve, in third grade,
we've lost a lot of baseball people, like in the last couple of weeks.
Yeah, you're right. And I hate that phrase, but it almost seems like it always happened, how the whole death comes in threes.
No, it comes in threes, like celebrities. It does.
I hate that, but then every time it almost seems like that's how it happens. Hey, after 40, the energy drops, the weight hangs on, and you start wondering where did it all go? M-Drive was built for that. Supporting healthy testosterone, energy, metabolism. Don't ignore the change. Go to mdriveformen.com. Joined now by E from Salami. He still has some of the M-Drive when Alex made us a concoction up in here. What's up, E?
What's happening? The M-Drive had me going, too.
Well, you got
that
those
M-Drive, that's legit, boy.
You got those extra pounds after 42 now that you're not playing, It's just natural.
Yeah, that is true. That's one thing we do, drop that weight.
Yeah, I don't know who you are, though. You was out here looking a little skinny in these streets, man, when you were here last time.
Portion control.
Sex symbol, man. What you talking about?
Sex symbol, man. My headphones are breaking up.
It's amazing once you stop the orange juice. Sorry.
Stop. No, that's baseball. That's baseball.
Right. You didn't play baseball.
You didn't play baseball. What are you talking about?
Everybody, right, yeah.
Hey, Rob and I, unfortunately, agree on this. Kenny Atkinson.
I thought you should have been fired after game 1.
Well, you can't fire him during the series, but I get your point.
Yes, you can.
What you going to do in the middle of a series?
And make the assistant coach, yeah.
Hey, we fired him during the series.
I would have fired him after game. He stopped coaching in game 1.
I told you, he had some of the Madison Square Garden seats.
But anyway, the reports are that they're bringing him back.
And Harden, too, who has a player option.
Well, they don't have no choice on Harden.
It's his choice.
Yeah, he surely is not going to not pick up that option, because there would be. Remember when Westbrook went from making like $42 million a year and then to $6?
Yep,
that's one of them situations where James Harden would find himself in if he didn't pick up this player option. Because look, back to the coach. I think he should be fired. I think you can't. The problem in professional sports, under the microscope that you're under, you can't be a part of coaching a team that looks uninspired. I think that's the biggest black eye against the coach and the pros. Look, they may be better than you, have more talent. It's fine. But you can't be a part of coaching a group of players that just seem like they're ready for this ride to be over. And I think after game 1, after blowing that lead and not making the proper defensive adjustments, and then doubling down on saying that, no, James has been one of our best defenders, when he's never in the history of his 17 years has been considered a defender.
And Ephraim, the other part, you're right. But then he says analytically, we won
that's wild.
2 out of 3.
You got to go.
I've never heard that.
I never heard that in my 40 years of covering sports.
No. And so those are red flags for me as an owner. I'm like, this may not be what we want to move forward to. It felt like he lost the trust of the team. He lost the desire of the team. So why would you bring that back, right? You can also look at it through rose-colored glasses, like, well, we did make the conference finals, right, out of nowhere, and we weren't.
I get that.
Yeah, but you can't do that. Look what the New York Knicks did last year, right? With Thibodeau, who has won other places, comes in. They're going to deepen the playoff runs,
and they got rid of him.
And he was like, they were like, you got to go. And the very next year, a much maligned Mike Brown as a head coach ends up coming in and taking New York to the finals. 1 year does make a difference. Like, you can replace the person running the ship or driving the ship or flying the ship and land somewhere more favorable the next year. And I think, it's a cop-out that Cleveland is like, oh, let's just run it back. See where he pilots us next year.
Well, he analytically will have a job with me, meaning I fired him, but analytically he can stay on this team if I was owning it. Let's go to the go ahead.
I do want to ask him about the Jackson Dart, Donald Trump. Yeah, I mean, and where that is. I just saw the greatest headline of all. It said Boomer Esiason, I guess, ripped Abdul Carter. So somebody wrote, an out-of-touch old man NFL rips Boomer NFL world rips Boomer Esiason because he ripped Abdul Carter. But my point is, Ephraim, when you're the leader of the team, there's a lot of stuff here. This is not your ordinary president. This is a very polarizing president. Well, I don't care what you vote on. You cannot describe Donald Trump as not being polarizing. He just is. And it can be a distraction. It just kills me that when it came to Kaepernick, people didn't want to hear that, and now they're like, well, if the president calls you and says to come, how could you? Just what do you make of the whole thing in Jackson Dart?
You make an excellent point. Most people love to talk out of both sides of their face, even though it seems like that's impossible to do.
You could go back and I bet you get Boomer Esiason video and
Stick
audio.
to football, Cap.
Exactly. That's exactly what he was saying back then, and now all of a sudden he doesn't understand why this is a big deal. Okay.
Right, and that's the whole point. That's why the divisiveness in this country. Yep. That's why the polarization of a president or a political agenda or a religion should be kept out of the locker room. The two things you don't talk about in the locker room are religion and politics.
Yep.
And like I said, most people will say, oh, well, what about women? You don't talk about women. I say, yeah, but that affects one or two individuals. When you talk about politics or religion, now you're separating groups within the locker room, right? Because I said this on my show last night. The NFL locker room is one of the most segregated places on the entire planet Earth. And the reason I say that is when you walk into a locker room, it's structured for each position to be with their own, right? The running backs lockers are there, the receivers, the DBs, everyone has their own space. And then you break up into individual meetings.
Right.
And each individual meeting has their own temperature, their own personality, and all of that. And when you drop religion and politics into an already segregated by position locker room, then that's when you start getting fractured.
And the thing that I just, like, when you talk about distractions on a team, and this is unlike anything we've ever seen, like from a president. Because people used to just go to the White House and go no matter who was there. Am I right, Ephraim? No matter who was president.
It was
and
never
it's
a thing.
It changed. And you have to be able to read the room to understand that it has changed. And teams have decided not to go and whatnot. And the reason why. And say to yourself, is this going to help me be the leader of the Giants or hurt me in a league that's 70% black? Like seriously. And a lot of people who can't read the room might say, oh, it doesn't matter, you do this, just got to go do your job. I'm sorry, but there are people, and we're all, I'm sure I can speak for everybody here. Once somebody reveals themselves to you, you can't tell me it don't change how you look at people or view people.
The genie back
Am I right?
Man.
Am I right?
You're absolutely right, and that's what's so polarizing about politics in this country in general. Like families were seperated.
Oh yeah,
that's what I'm saying.
Families were separated,
more than ever.
In my extended family, things were happening. Like it's one of those things where if you want to run a conducive locker room and a conducive team, you want to keep that as far away as possible because that one thing could be a powder keg and it can manifest itself Or because all you need is somebody to do if they start off slow or it doesn't go right.
Oh,
or
yeah.
That's what I said yesterday, Ephraim. They start out 0-4. They're going to run there, right? And go there.
And he's a second-year guy. Barely got to play the first one because he's already – and you could already say he was stubborn first year, right? Not listening. This is how I play. Then you not watch my high school and college tape. So you go from that stubborn guy to then doing this. And the Giants, it wasn't even like just players. The team was mad at him. You brought us in and go, Giants, go. Bringing us into it. We didn't ask you to do. They said they didn't know till 30 minutes beforehand he was doing this. So my point is, just even from an organizational standpoint, and not last point too, the city. You and I talked about it. There you go. I just said
it. I know. Where are you playing?
He's a felon in New York.
He's from New York, where people don't want him in his own city.
What are you doing,
so
man?
That's just
not reading the room, man. Like that's immaturity. Look, man, and I don't know him, and I don't want to be disparaging to him. But sometimes, young people, they don't think. They get caught up in the moment. I'm sure he's not thinking, well, what is someone else going to do? He's feeling like, oh, yes, this is a great opportunity, but not all opportunities are good opportunities.
Hey, well, good opportunity for the Spurs or the Thunder to get ahead in this series 2-2. Lastly for us, Game 5 coming up here in about 30, 40 minutes or so. Who you got?
I got the Spurs, man. I think they made the adjustments that they needed to make. I thought they stopped doubling Shea and leaving up wide open shooters, and kept a presence on those shooters. Those guys struggled to hit those shots because they were more contended 3-point shooting. Look, if Shea's going to beat you with twos, let him beat you with twos, right? You're giving up wide open threes and taking away a mid-range jump shooter. And you already have bigger defenders on them. So I think they made that necessary adjustment. I know OKC is going to come out. But I don't know if Williams is playing or the other gentleman who got hurt.
Mitchell's
that's hurting them. Mitchell, that's hurting them in their depth, and I don't know how much Williams will be able to give you with the hamstring. But I think they figured out a formula, and I think they're going to feature, like they did last game, a lot of Victor Wembanyama because him in the high post and in the mid-range, you can't stop him at all.
Yeah, we'll see. That's coming up here in a little bit at 5:30 on the West, 8:30 in the East. I tell you what, man, injuries are playing a big role between both of these teams. Guys are in and out, banged up. We'll see how it affects it all. Appreciate it, man. Thank you so much.
Appreciate you too, brothers. Absolutely. Y'all stay safe.
No doubt. You too. We'll do it again with him next week. On the way, we got your Shekel City and Tire Rack play of the day. And somebody I need to step up. I want to see more from this particular person in this series. Tell you who that is. It's the Odd Couple on a Trash Talking Tuesday, Fox Sports Radio.
We need it one more time.
Everyone knows it's Wemby.
All right. We here on the Odd Couple have been on the Wemby bandwagon from day one.
Yeah.
But you weren't. Why weren't you in the beginning, and why have you changed your mind?
Really, the problem is I've been lied to too many times. It's like the little boy in Holland had to stick his finger in the levee to make sure it didn't flood.
You mean in the dike?
I honestly could not remember the word. In New Orleans, it's a levee. But he had to stick
his the dike.
We don't put that in here.
But you know what I mean?
He put his thumb in the dike.
But he had to go ahead and do that. Otherwise, the city was going to flood. Nobody believed that the city was going to flood, right? Or the boy who cried wolf. Because I heard you can't miss on Zion Williamson.
All right, there you go.
You know what I'm saying? You
and
can't
you're from
miss.
New Orleans. That was your guy.
I was telling people, Mark Gunnels as my witness. I know he's done guest spots on the show before. I'm not just throwing a name out of nowhere. I was telling anybody that could listen to me, draft Ja Morant #1. Turned out it would have been a miss either way, but at least you had a couple years in the postseason with Ja. Either way, I've been lied to too many times. I've been told generational for so long.
They use it very flippant.
And every single year, there is a new generational prospect, which fundamentally devalues generational in a way that words mean things. I know I went to J school in the last of a dying breed. I used a dictionary. So things, I may be old school in that regard. But I'm 36 years old, so just keep that in mind. From 1989 to now, in terms of designated prospects who were top-notch, prospects who were generational, I have 3. I have Shaq, LeBron, and Victor Wembanyama.
Okay.
I'm not talking about what they did once they got into the league, right? But I'm talking about when you see the generational label and then how that translates to domination of the league. Say what you will about LeBron's ability to close out championships. The Eastern Conference was on lock for a decade. Nobody in the East.
He didn't win enough, but go ahead. I got you.
Very much like when Michael Jordan was in the East, there was a ton of people he blocked from winning finals.
A lot of Hall of Famers.
Sure.
Reggie Miller, Patrick Ewing. Who else am I missing?
The list goes on,
yeah.
Right? And so when I see the same thing or a very similar thing with LeBron, not necessarily the domination across the entire league that Michael Jordan had, but LeBron also had his level of domination. That's what I feel when I see Victor Wembanyama. Part of the reason why we have had 7 unique championships or 7 unique champions in 7 unique years is because we have not had a generational guy on any one of those teams. You have to have a guy that at the end of the day, the best coaches in the world are on their whiteboard or digital, whatever the whiteboard is now in 2026,
trying to
drawing
figure it
plays
out.
up. And they're sitting there looking like Oppenheimer trying to draw up the bomb and say, we have no solution. We have no plan. We don't know what to do. We are going to come up with something like Hack-a-Shack, right? In order to, the Jordan rules, right? In order to we have to change everything we've done to try to impact this player because everything has changed. Nothing is the same when you're looking at this guy. That's what I see when I see in my lifetime, Shaq, when I see LeBron, and when I see Wemby, all for different reasons. Wemby, obviously, the height and just the raw ability. But health, obviously, with the big asterisk, health working, because this is year 3. Health working? I mean, you tell me the plan. I've heard enough, and this is my last thing I'll say. Heard enough about, Giannis's trade value went up because he's the only person that can credibly guard Wemby. No, it did not. There's nobody on the planet that can credibly guard Wemby.
No, unless you hack him. You know what I mean, right?
The Wemby botherer. Right. But he ain't going to guard. Oh, he'll guard Wemby to the tune of 27, 15, and 5, right? Congratulations.
I'm with you, but I got to admit, and I'm not crowning Wemby anything. That's just not me. I've been covering this league since 1987. I've heard all the stories. I'm like you. I've heard all the stories and everybody's great and this and that, and he's the next best thing since sliced bread and all those kind of things. And I just know that there's a long way because Victor Wembanyama had blood clots. Remember that? That derailed him, sidelined him. Big guys like that usually have leg issues more than they have ankles, feet. You know what I mean? Like a lot of guys have gone through that. Now, if Wemby can stay healthy for a long stretch of time, he's going to be able to do a lot of damage. Nina Blackwood, right? What was it? Blackwood? But I call myself Nina Black Man.
Well, I have to be downtown Kata Brown. Remember Julie Brown? Downtown Julie Brown?
Wubba wubba.
Ha 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 ha. Good one.
Using AI for that. It's the Odd Couple, Rob Parker, Kelvin Washington, on a Trash Talking Tuesday, which will be coming up in about an hour or so. Shout out to Ephraim Salam, who joined us moments ago. Appreciate that as always. It's a banger. Yeah, this is peak you in college, Aaron.
Yeah, yeah.
Yeah, this is peak. I totally get it. All right, let's get to Shekel City.
Welcome to Shekel City, the home base for Rob Parker's daily picks against the spread.
Did I do that? Did I do that? Did I do that?
How'd you do? What'd you do?
Did I do that? I did do that. I was 2-1 yesterday on the holiday.
Better than 0-3.
That's right. I had to bounce back. Had a couple of bad days. A couple of bad days at the office.
Bad day.
That's right. 2-1 last night. 144 and 115. 29 games over 500.
Better than the Tigers.
I'll take that. What is the score now? 4-2. They're losing.
Can't lose it, ain't it?
Yeah, my goodness. All right. Tonight, I got San Antonio Spurs plus 4.5. They're in OKC.
Hey, 4.5.
I got the Spurs winning tonight.
It's not crazy.
Nope, I do. I got the Minnesota Twins minus 1.5 runs. They're at the Chicago White Sox. And the Yankees minus 1.5.
Did you say Aaron?
At the Kansas City Royals. So, again, Yankees minus 1.5. Minnesota Twins minus 1.5. And the Spurs plus 4.5. And remember, I'm not telling you who to bet on.
I need baby oil.
I'm telling you who I bet on. And
You're
what
looking
just
good
happened?
with this Yankee home run. Rosario, is it Rosario?
Yeah, somebody just hit a was that 3-run jack?
Yeah, he just as soon as you said the Yankees.
Yeah.
Ah!
Thank you, John Sterling.
Thank you. Wait, can we get the one? Can we get the yeah, can I get that?
Ow!
At some
Hold on,
point.
let me get it.
At some point we got to have that.
Which one?
Ow! That's just so classic. Because it's the ways, and by the way, this.
That hit me.
But he said back here, coming back here. And I'm not going to lie, though. We went to took the girls to a game yesterday. And, yes, that happens where you're like, oh, that's coming at us. That's coming. Wait, that's coming. Pow! Like, oh! And it hit the rail right above us. So we were thinking, I immediately thought of that right there. Coming back towards
the girls
me.
love to go to the park. Don't they just like to hang out?
I'll show you some video.
No,
my oldest,
they like to,
the time of her life.
It's a nice, I'm telling you, like for kids to go to the park, it's just something different. It really is. I see kids out the park.
Time of their lives.
Yeah.
I'll show you.
They're not watching the game per se, but they like being out there.
You know what? You'll appreciate this.
You watch it a little bit?
They're getting into it like, when the pitcher is checking it first and little things that they're like, well, why does he do that? And what is it? And they played little baseball and so they equate, oh, so that's a single. Oh, that's a double. And they're getting it. My oldest, I'm like, all right. Like, I got to explain. She really is interested. So why wouldn't they do this? Well, if he hit him, like, why would they go? He's advanced first because what it is. So, like, would you mean to hit him? Well, sometimes you want to, like, scare him a little bit. She's into it. I'll show you some video. But it is
Why
cool
does
to see.
Ohtani strike out so much? Oh, I'm sorry.
He was okay. He was okay
no,
yesterday.
He's been hit.
Yeah, he was okay yesterday. Listen, he goes through some ruts.
But he went through his rut. He had a stretch. He's better.
What's his ERA though? Like 0.7 right now.
But I don't think he qualifies.
No, he has.
Right? He doesn't have enough innings.
And Dave Roberts was talking about actually giving him even more days off. Like instead of the 6 now.
He can still win the Cy Young because there's no innings requirement.
But
the ERA, he can't win that because they have a 6-man rotation, so he's not going to get enough starts.
And Dave Roberts just said, he was like, we might go take him to 8 days. I was like, oh, he's definitely not going to get enough
8 days.
They said he just said that the other day.
Who was he? The Beatles? 8 days a week.
8 days. Shout out to the Beatles. All right. Woo, Michael Jackson. Did he still own their catalog?
He owns everything.
Oh, my goodness. All right, let's get to your tie rack play of the day.
Santa the 1-2 to Nimmo. Strike 3 call on the outside corner, and the Astros have thrown a no-hitter. But first a challenge. The call is going to stand, and the Astros are going to complete the 18th no-hitter in Astros history.
It did sound like that was coming up next there. Astros.
So there was a hit in that game.
There it is.
That was the hit. John Sterling got hit. Was that the hit?
Coming my way. Back here. Coming back here. That is amazing.
But I'm going to say this: when you get older, your reactions are so like. If you watch the video,
it's so
like
funny.
the ball's coming, but he can't.
No,
I think he was so dedicated to the job that he's like, I ain't leaving this mic. I'm gonna have to just take it in the forehead.
But he couldn't react. I've been in the press box.
Oh, those
where
things
guys
smoking.
Smoking. Are you? I've seen guys laptops get
last time we read
get crushed.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Because the ball is so hard when it comes back into the box.
Seen a whole little pile get explode last game, not yesterday, but the game before that. My daughters were like, "Whoa!" By the way, that was your Tire Rack play of the day, and for over 40 years, Tire Rack has been, of course, helping folks get to where, what, and how they need to get there. Ship fast and free, backed by Free Road Hazard Protection with convenient installation options like mobile tire installation. That's right, they'll come to you. TireRack.com, the way tire buying should be. Somebody said, Wemby, you ain't on my list. My ballot will tell you who. Odd Couple. Ow! We are Fox Sports. It's the Odd Couple. You know what time it is. It's your boys.
Let's get it. The Odd Couple is fun.
Check.
And informative.
Check.
What's up, America? You want to talk sports with 1.5 of the best-looking guys in the game?
That game was incredible.
You are wrong. You'll be king of the water cooler.
What's it like working with Rob? Rob in his mind is like Chris Rock mixed with Richard Pryor, so I'm running out of fake laughs. Ha ha, Rob. Rob is very passionate.
Son, you ain't ready for this. Well, I don't have BS in my game. I'm straightforward. I'm honest. You say Brady's the greatest quarterback of all time, but Eli Manning beat him twice. And, of course, it doesn't hurt that I'm right most of the time. Kelvin is the nice guy, wants to make everybody feel warm and fuzzy.
You done? Let me tell you the truth. I bring the energy, a youthful energy. Rob's not gonna see this, is he? And I bring an honest opinion. Michael Jordan, I can't take it anymore. I need a break. I'm gonna go play baseball.
Trash Talking Tuesday is the best.
It's a great opportunity for folks to call in and they get to trash whomever.
Who you trashing, Roger?
I'm trashing LeBron James and Michael Jordan.
Oh, okay.
They can't even hold Wilt Chamberlain's shoes.
Stop talking about the king like that. It's a new era. Let LeBron be the best, please.
I only recognize one king in the United States, and that's Burger King. The connection with the Odd Couple audience is incredible. We really invite them in.
And they can relate, whether it be things about our own personal lives or our takes on sports.
Love you guys. You guys are killing it.
Hey, we appreciate you. Thank you for rocking with your boys. They feel like it's just my guys, just my friends, and they join right in on the show.
We talk with the listeners, not at them.
Obviously, you can listen to us live, but you can still check out the podcast. You can check out our YouTube. You can check us out on social media. So in any way you want to get it, you can get it.
Yes.
There's some yelling. It is some hot takes. It's a whole lot of fun. I'll give you that.
It is fun. I agree. Begrudgingly.
The Odd Couple.
Sports talk that's too good and too fun.
Finals is tonight. Oklahoma City is hosting San Antonio with the series tied at 2. And in the NHL playoffs, Game 4 of the West Final, Vegas up 3-0 hosting Colorado. Chiefs quarterback Patrick Mahomes returned to the field at OCA's, and it was running back Josh Jacobs, Packers running back, arrested facing 5 domestic abuse charges. Former Braves Rookie of the Year Bob Horner passed away at the age of 68. He was drafted number 1 overall in 1978. The Braves signed veteran reliever Craig Kimbrell. Vladimir Guerrero Jr. still out of the lineup. He was hit by a pitch on the elbow Sunday.
Can this sports writer and this sports fan share a radio show without driving each other crazy? Now, live from the Fox Sports Radio studios, here's Fox Sports Radio's Odd Couple, Rob Parker and Kelvin Washington.
Our number 2.
Number 2.
It is the Odd Couple. Rob Parker, Kelvin Washington on a Trash Talking Tuesday, and this hour coming up, your chance to trash anyone, anything in the world of sports. You'll have 30 or 40 seconds to say your piece. We will not NOT interrupt you. Remember that. And don't forget that for over 40 years, Tire Rack has been helping customers find the right tires for how, what, and where they drive. Ship fast and free with convenient installation options like mobile tire installation. TireRack.com, the way tire buying should be. And also, don't forget to check out our YouTube channel. That's right.
That's right.
Just search Odd Couple FSR on YouTube. Again, search Odd Couple FSR on YouTube. Rob G's bringing us the rundown for tomorrow's show.
You're so stupid. You know what you are? I just realized what you are.
What?
You are the king of intrusive thoughts. That's what you are. You sit like whenever we'll be on the phone with a caller, or we're talking about something, and I see your face.
What did he call me, Alex, when he walked back into the room? What did he say?
He didn't say anything.
What did he say?
He just looked down and just
shook his head.
You got called everything but a child of God in his head. In his head, little mother.
Nothing out loud.
Beep, 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 beep. You are. That's your name. Intrusive thought, Parker.
Alex, just want to know. A or R? That's all I want to know.
I think it was a mix.
Case in point, intrusive thoughts. You said he called you that country. You got to relax.
What? I'm just saying.
Nicaragua.
There you go. Ooh.
Thank you.
You say it, Rob.
I can't do it. Trust me.
Rob, tell it.
I'll be retired.
You'll be retired early,
5
years
minutes.
early.
Yeah, in 15 minutes I'll be retired.
Intrusive Parker. That's your new
Rob
name.
G,
Rob,
thank you. Thank you.
I should have brought him earlier. I thought that Ian took care of it, but Ian's let me down a couple times this week. So
wow.
Ian taking shots. Dang,
Nah,
Ian
okay.
in another studio. That's my fault, too. I've been in there a couple of times. I meant to do it, but Alex keeps jumping me, making me listen to Drake songs.
Alex has bumped me Drake. Kelvin's working out on the floor. I don't know where Rob's at. The show's gone off the rails.
Come in there with us. I got some dumbbells in there. We got the medicine ball. We got Drake blasting. Beep, beep, baby.
So good. Come on, Rob.
I'm down to 200. 20 to go.
Wow.
Oh, 200 even? I thought you were about to say a number.
No, 200.
Okay. We didn't keep it off?
He said, don't go. He said, don't go.
With 10 weeks to go.
And the goal is 180?
Yep.
Oh, you'll make it. You'll make it.
Think so?
Oh, you'll go past it.
Nah, I'll probably.
I'll say you get to 175.
But he doesn't need. Listen, the ladies like a little girl. They want to have a little manliness to it.
To hold
Don't worry,
on to.
Kelvin. Dad, not going anywhere.
They, you know what I'm saying? They don't want to. They want to know.
It'll be back, right? It'll be back. Don't worry about it.
Sentiment. All you got to do is, as soon as you hear football, like it's.
It'll be back.
It'll be back, baby.
No. But
the first week of football, you ain't got nothing to worry about. No, that's good, man. Proud of you.
I'm happy.
You still with your trainer?
Yep. Still
Nice.
getting there.
That was the key part. Eating right, and you doubled up with the trainer.
Right.
That was key.
That's it.
All right.
Pull up on a beep, baby.
Rob G.
He's about to.
there was an award for Wemby, but everybody wasn't happy that he won it and how he won it.
Everyone knows it's Wemby.
Not everybody
I
knew
was
it was
happy.
Wemby. Somebody ain't think it was Wemby.
Hey, well, we're about 25 minutes or so away from tip-off Game 5, the decisive Game 5 here of this series. And, Ian, I'm just messing with you. It wasn't serious. He's really upset about it.
Hey, Ian.
Just kidding.
Ian, can Ian hear me?
Yeah, I think he's in there. He can hear you.
Ian, I was not the one that was saying, Ian, how come Ian didn't go to 97.1 The Fan in L.A.? That was not me.
We love Ian.
Intrusive thought Parker.
That was not me.
How they doing?
I am your conscience.
You want to know why, Rob?
I never missed 97.1
6 months.
He wants a job.
You want your job?
No, Ian wants a job in 6 months.
Okay.
That's why.
Okay.
Oh, you saying it's going to come on. Shopping.
I'm just saying.
We got to see. Give us some
What?
time. I peeped that too, that Jamie Foxx. That was a good one, Rob G.
How's the show doing? How's the station doing? Do we know?
I forgot to look because
They're
they used to
on.
speak KNX. I used to.
They got a great FM station, which is nice. It sounds crystal clear.
Crystal clear, yeah. Like the 97.1 in Detroit.
Shay
Yeah,
can't stop
good.
texting me asking for tips, which is rough, but
No, you're supposed to tell him. You
gotta
left,
help
homie.
him. You gotta help him.
no, screw Shay.
All
Rob
right.
G, it's crazy over here. Like, I actually got to do stuff now. Like, how do you do it, man? It's crazy. You're the GOAT. Come on, man. Bud Mexican.
All right, we're sidetracked. All right, we're about 30 minutes away. Game 5. Whoever wins Game 5 historically wins the series in these best of 3 situations here, which were tied 2-2. But coming into the game, one of the stories that's bled over into our consciousness involves our favorite player, Victor Wembanyama. Of course, became the first unanimous defensive player of the league in league history. No one had ever
We
done
made
it.
a song way before everybody else.
We
started
were
getting
on the
it.
train before anybody else. Similar to me with the Pistons.
That one didn't. That one didn't work out.
But no, he could have been a unanimous first-team All-NBA player as well. In fact, he probably would have been were it not for one man, Sirius XM radio host Justin Termini, who was the one of 100 voters to vote Wemby as a second-team All-NBA player. And Termini, to his credit, came public and said, this is why I did not vote Wemby first team. He said, quote, I voted Wembanyama third for MVP. I think he's a better player than SGA. I think he's the best player in the world right now. But I thought Jokic had a better regular season at the same position, and I'm a massive fan of Victor Wembanyama. But this year, as the second best center, I vote by position. Historically speaking, years from now, people will look and they'll go, well, Wembanyama and Jokic made this many first teams. Why didn't Patrick Ewing make this many? And in my opinion, that's not fair to the centers of the past who got screwed. Obviously, as you can see, I'm the only one who did it. The rule of voting without going by position, I think, has done a great disservice to the history of the sport.
Okay. I'm going to say this. Whether you agree or disagree, I'm always going to agree with the person who has the vote. It's their vote. Ichiro didn't get unanimous in Baseball Hall of Fame, right, by one vote.
And they ain't get his statue right.
The statue didn't get right.
How you going to break that man's statue?
The bat broke off like when they were taking the sheet off of it. I don't know what that was.
Oh, my
Derek
God.
Jeter didn't get unanimous.
No, it's crazy.
And we're living this world now where everybody thinks everything has to be unanimous. No, that's why we have voters. That's why it should matter. People can put into the mix whatever is more important to them. We talk about it all the time. Sometimes people look at players, and if you play on a bad team and compile numbers, they will discount your numbers, right? Because you didn't really win anything or you didn't play in any meaningful games. So people could say, well, he had a bad team. He did what his job. He did what he's supposed to do. And then other people look and go, man, this guy had a good team or whatever, but and maybe his numbers weren't as great, but his team won more because he was valuable or whatever the thing, to his team and made a difference. So everybody's different. I'm not going to knock a voter who has the right to vote for whomever they want to vote for. And whether you agree or disagree with his reasoning, and I get it, if it was 98-2, then it would be a little bit different. Whenever there's just one, there's always room for people to second guess the guy and question his credentials and whether or not he knows. Obviously, he has a vote and he does NBA for Sirius XM. The only thing I had a problem with was, what is his name, Rob G? Herb Arkish from Chicago? If you remember this?
Mm-hmm.
Hub. What did I say? Herb? Hub. Where he said he wasn't going to vote for Aaron Rodgers. This is before the season started. Like, what was it? Was it over the COVID thing? And I'm like, what? Like, as a voter.
That has nothing to do with on the field.
But before the season even played, he said he wouldn't vote. And I was like, now that's a guy who doesn't deserve.
Who should get the vote revoked.
Exactly.
Because, I mean, you're supposed
you get my
to.
point.
Yeah, you're supposed to be able to take certain things and put it to a side, right? Somebody may be more religious, less religious. Supposed to be maybe this, maybe that. But once they get in between those lines, whatever the sport is, that's where you're supposed to lock in. And it's supposed to be simply, how did this athlete perform? And so to that, too, I don't have a problem with the idea of this person having a vote. Now, I definitely disagree with the vote, but the idea that you have to vote a certain way, I don't agree with that, right? Because we all view things differently, and that's the point of it. But specifically with the vote, the only couple of things if he was sitting here, I would kind of ask him about is, I would say, like, you said Wemby you had him third on your MVP, and it's like, all right, so if he's third in MVP, then clearly he's one of the top 3 best players in the league, and for you to not have him in your 5, that doesn't make sense to me. And they also cleared the way so that you don't have to do it by position. They did this a few years back because they wanted to have it where Embiid and Joker could both be on there, not just a singular guy, because they both were playing the center position. So they kind of cleared the way so you don't have to go old school traditional, who are my 2 guards, who are my 2 forwards, who are my center. They created it now where just give me 5 guys. Who are the 5 guys that you have that you should be all NBA? All right, and he had a chance to do that, but he still wanted to go with the antiquated rules of, well, I'm going to go a center, I'm going to go 2 guards, and to me, that just doesn't make sense. You're telling me the 3rd best player, you had him 3rd on MVP, but he's somehow now the 6th best player, and he can't be all NBA, so I don't understand that. And his point of, well, Patrick Ewing didn't get some of them because he was going up against the David Robinsons and the Hakeems and the Shaqs. But okay, I get it, but you can't go back in history, and that's the whole point. Like, their whole point is we're trying to alleviate that stress, alleviate those complications, so you can put down who you think are the 5 best. It could have been all 5 centers. If that's just who you bet. Hey, the 5 best players are 5 centers.
I think that would defeat the purpose of it, don't you? Like the
old. Well, it'll never be,
saying,
but I think
I'm just saying that could happen, because of the
it's possible.
To me, that would be weird, even if you had 5 guards. I think.
Well, we're gonna get there because one day somebody gonna look up and say, "Is Wemby really a center?"
But that's what I'm saying, right?
You know what I mean? Because Wemby,
he handles the ball.
He brings the ball up a lot. He's more like a 3. Wemby's really like a 3. He's more like a 7-6 Pippen, right? If you really want to kind of put it that way.
It's just weird. I think we're in this world where everything has to be unanimous, and I don't agree with that.
Well, I don't agree with it when Steph Curry got it unanimous. Dang it, I'm going back 10 years. Michael Jordan, of all human beings, never got a unanimous MVP.
Right, and Steph was the one who got it.
Shaq never got one. Dr. J never got one. Larry Daggone Bird didn't get one. Magic Johnson. All of a sudden, LeBron, Kobe, none of them. Steph Curry back then was just, who was unanimous? I was like, okay, hold on. This Michael Jeffrey Jordan rolling around in his gambling poker chair right now, listening to that outrageousness. Steph was amazing. Steph deserved to be MVP. But the idea that this was the first one. Now, I believe that was because that was the first time you had to put your name on it. You had to make it public. So people say, I don't want to be the one.
But that's almost like when you think about baseball, how long it's been around. Mariano Rivera is the first unanimous. Think about the great Hank Aaron. Somebody didn't vote for Hank Aaron. Willie Mays, right?
Ted Williams, whomever.
Like people didn't vote. Tom Seaver. Mm-hmm. Oh yeah, he won the Hall. Like who didn't vote for Tom Seaver?
Well, they might have their name on that. Y'all have to have your names on it, right? Or do you not have to?
You can opt in to have your ballot made public, and I always opt in because I'm not. What am I afraid of? This is my ballot.
It's your opinion.
It's my opinion. Yeah. And last year I put nobody on the ballot.
And to our point with this is his right. I just think what his point was is a bit antiquated. That's literally the point. They were like, hey, let's eliminate so you guys can put out whoever you want. If it's 2 centers, great. If it's my 5 would consist of Joker and Wemby, so be it. Rob G, wasn't that what happened with the Steph Curry with the MVP? Was that it was the first time they had to put their name on it, and that's why he became the first, and I believe to this day only unanimous MVP?
I'll have to look that
part
up.
Yeah, look that up. I think that's what it was that something happened where names were on it, and everybody's like, I don't want to be the one to not say Steph. Because there's no way Steph Curry, which is, again, I'm not even saying he should have been MVP that year, but I'm saying the idea that Jordan was never unanimous in the 90s, Did you watch? Like what? I'm sorry. And by the way, the fact that he only has 5 is still crazy to me.
All right, 877-99 on
You
Fox.
getting ready
There's
for
no
the Trash
number.
Talking
I don't know.
Tuesday?
I forgot. Yes.
You creature
All
of
right,
habit.
If I would have brought that rundown in earlier, you would have had it right.
I would have known. But see, I
You're right.
looked and I didn't know.
That's
you know,
my fault.
I don't
No,
know.
you're right.
I don't know where.
I was doing crunches looking at him, too. That's
I don't know
my
where
bad.
the
Bring those
show's
in the
going.
studio.
You know what I mean?
Bring those in the studio. Bring those in the studio.
All right.
Don't have Ivante running back up in here, Rob G.
Not even LeBron can save this team. We'll continue that conversation next with you. It is the Odd Couple. Rob Parker, Kelvin Washington on a Trash Talking Tuesday. Rob Parker, Kelvin Washington, and you know what you need to do. Stick and stay.
Especially if you pull up with that beep beep in the US of A.
Beep, beep, baby.
Hey, Kelvin, when M Drive first came to me, I'll be honest.
What was that?
I'd never heard of it.
Well, since we're being honest, I hadn't either, but then I started paying attention to what was going on with my body, Rob.
Same here. And you know what? After 40, and what am I, 43 now or something like that, energy drops. Weight won't move, and the gym stops giving back
And
what you put in.
Yeah, and at a certain point, you start thinking, is it me?
It's not. It's the testosterone.
There you go.
Like that, Alex?
Well done, Rob.
Thank you very much. It declines after 40, and it takes everything with you.
M Drive is built for exactly what we're talking about.
I'm educated, right?
You are educated.
Okay,
you got 19 colleges, 2 capsules every morning with clinically tested ingredients that support healthy testosterone, energy, and metabolism.
And here's what got me.
What was it?
A scientist named Gary Kehoe built this thing almost 20 years ago for himself after feeling the same change.
Thanks. Shout out to him. And we're both right now trying to get healthy. You just mentioned it. You lost some weight. I'm slimming down a little bit. M Drive is part of that for us.
Over 1 million men use it.
60-day money-back guarantee.
We're in the middle of this, and so far,
it is working.
No doubt. mdriveformen.com, code COUPLE, and you get 20% off your first order.
I think we got Ephraim hooked, by the way. Ephraim's all in on it. mdriveformen.com. Go check him out.
M-Drive, for men who still show up. Hey, Kelvin.
What's that?
Go get M-Drived. This came out on that Friday before we, of course, went for the weekend or whatever. And, you know, the reaction, Abdul Carter is the one who pushed back his teammate. But anyway, Jackson Dart, the Giants quarterback, went to a rally and was asked to introduce President Donald Trump. And here he is at that rally introducing the president.
What's up, what's up, what's up? Yeah. Big Blue Nation, it's a pleasure to be here. I got to start this off with a Go Big Blue. I'd love it if y'all would follow with me. Go Big Blue. Go Big Blue. Go Big Blue. Go Big Blue. What an honor, what a privilege it is to be here. And without further ado, I'm grateful, I'm honored, I'm pleasured to introduce the 45th and 47th President of the United States of America, President Donald J. Trump.
With that, enter the controversy.
What's up, what's up, what's up?
And the controversy being...
Can I get a Go Big Blue?
Yeah, I mean...
Apparently not.
It was pretty
Apparently
lame.
not.
Right, it was pretty lame. Go Big Blue. He has to understand... He wasn't in New York, or it wasn't like, you know what I mean? Like, he thought everybody's Giants fans. Everybody knows what.
I'd love it if y'all would follow with me. Go Big Blue. Go Big Blue.
And the bottom line is that Abdul Carter, who is the Giants linebacker who is supposed to lead the defense and all that kind of stuff, when he saw the video, he thought it was AI and was kind of taken aback by his teammate and the Trump thing. And apparently they have spoke earlier as men or whatever, and they're good now or whatever, and that's kind of where it is. But he originally thought that blank was AI. What are we doing, man? And that's what Carter said. And now I guess I'm sure the Giants have asked him to kind of like let's not do this. Now I got a couple things here. Jackson Dart can do whatever he wants. Everybody has that right, Martin? You could step out there, support who you want, do all that kind of stuff. But there also people have the right to push back as well if people aren't on board with where you are. And it doesn't have to be just politics. It could be a lot of different things. So Jackson Dart has that right. I will say it's dangerous. And when you are the quarterback of a team and you have to lead a lot of different people, I think you paint yourself into a corner. You make people wonder if they want to follow you. You know what I mean? And I get the football, everybody's doing their job. And it's easy for people to say, well, you're a football player. That shouldn't matter. You should just play football. That sounds good. But when people show you who they are sometimes, it does affect how you feel about somebody. And I looked at a couple things. A lot of people saying that they were okay with it or moved on or whatever it was. And it's funny because during Colin Kaepernick, I just didn't hear that. I heard that they don't want to hear that for football. They just want football. Martin, do you remember that? I'm not here for that. I don't want to know about social issues. I don't want to know about politics. I'm here for football. All of a sudden, that went away. And now everybody's okay with people, I guess, falling in line, stumping for their guy. Even Tom Brady had "Make America Great Again" in his locker. And remember, Martin said, it's just a hat, wouldn't say anything. I remember when Trump ran, I think the second time when he lost, and his wife came out and said, we didn't vote for Trump. You know what I mean? All this kind of stuff. They were like pushed back. Nobody asked him who they voted for. But I guess my point is Jackson Dart can say and do whatever he wants, but people can also react to him now that he has put that out there. And I just want people to have the same energy that they had for the people who didn't have a problem with Colin Kaepernick, but now all of a sudden they don't have a problem with Jackson Dart. And I think that this will be an issue with the New York Football Giants going forward. He better play well, like Jackson Dart. Like, you better play well. It's easier, Martin, to deal with and not worry about those things because winning cures everything. I don't care what it is. Winning cures everything. People don't care about those things if you're winning. If you get off to a bad start and the Giants are 0-4 and he's not playing well, are the teammates playing for him? Maybe his teammates don't like him.
Fox Sports Radio, Odd Couple, Rob Parker, Kelvin Washington on a Trash Talking Tuesday, which, by the way, is coming up in about 20 minutes or so. We got Terrence Ross, former NBA guard, host of Off the Rip Pod. Has some ups, man.
And
can jump, can shoot threes.
He owns a great department store.
Yeah, well, I know you know. By the way, good looking. It wasn't Ross. It was Marshall's. I had to leave her on Friday. Grabbed something. I had to go to a country club and then needed to have a shirt. I got a hoodie here with you.
You could always
so
go
good
there.
Call. Yeah, save me. By the way, if you missed any of today's show, check out the pod. All you got to do is search The Odd Couple wherever you get your podcast. We'll have it all set up for you there. Rob G will have a best of version and a full version as soon as we get off the air. So, again, go check it out. Review it positively, please. Rate it 5 stars. All that good stuff. Go follow and subscribe wherever you get your podcast. Just search The Odd Couple FSR. Rob G, and Cleveland loses. They get swept. A lot of questions start to swirl. One that was even swirling beforehand when the Lakers got eliminated was, what would LeBron do? Would he want to go back to Cleveland?
Big facts. And you know what? Some people, depending on what part of Cleveland you live in, think them losing the way they did here in this Eastern Conference Finals may actually help them get LeBron James in their uniform next season. Donovan Mitchell was asked about that after the game. Take a listen.
Would you like to see Bron? Is that a call you would make to him?
We just ended the game, Joe.
I don't know when I'll see you again.
That is not for me. I'm not trying to get a headline. That's not for me. I'm not going to answer that. It's not for me. That's a Kobe Altman question. It's a Mike Gansey question. Because I know no matter what I say, no matter how I say it and how I try to navigate it, it's going to be a thing. So, I'm sorry, Joe. I'm not going to give you anything. You have to ask Kobe and them. All I know is what we got in the locker room, and I go to ride with those guys every single day of the week. That's all I got.
Doesn't sound like
Bravo.
No, I agree. He handled it the best because if he says no, I don't want him, then it's the whole
Donovan's
thing.
Smart.
He's a pro.
He's that's a loaded question. The game just ended. That's not my question. You know what I mean? Like
he could have said something like analytically. We can get him. Analytically, he should come here. Analytically, or since we were the better team, we should get him.
They're like, baby, are you all right? That was pretty brief. No, analytically. I got the job done tonight.
Analytically, we both happy. And for the rest of let me tell you something. Rob G, just get prepared. I'm analytically anything. That's all I'm doing. Anything go wrong at home,
right?
Analytically,
baby. That's what you got to say.
That's what you got to say. I thought you was
analytically. I clean the stove very well.
Hey, analytically, them dishes are in the dishwasher. If you look at it from that way, from the analytical standpoint, I'll say this: I don't think really had anything to do with them losing or winning, or how they lost or how they would have won. I think LeBron. First and foremost, I just feel, Rob, I think he just wants to stay on the West Coast, primarily with the Lakers, and then from there you start to go down a pecking order. Is it the Clippers? Is it the Warriors? And I was even telling Rob G, is it Phoenix Suns? I just think somewhere.
I don't see the Warriors are the one I don't see.
I think they would, especially with Steve Kerr coming back. I would agree with you if it were like a new coach, new direction.
That team's not going anywhere. They've missed the playoffs.
I could see the challenge, Rob, is that he played so well in the postseason that you'd go, well, look, he still played well. He was really an all-NBA guy if he had met the 65-game threshold. We got Jimmy Butler coming back, and I see them looking like some expendables, a bunch of old dudes getting together. But my point is, again, primarily the Lakers. I think probably Clippers or Warriors second or third, and then Phoenix. I just don't think he wants to go back to the East Coast. And you were in Detroit, which means you were covering kind of the Cavs and the Pistons going back at it for those few years. I don't also think, Rob, he really likes Dan Gilbert. Like, I don't think he wants to – like, I think he's done with that job. Like, I don't want to go there, be a part of that.
He came back, though. I mean –
right, and I think that was personal. I want to win for the city and the area I love, Northeast Ohio. Obviously, they won. Cleveland, this is for you. And I think it's personal. Like, I don't think he wants to be a part of that. I think he wants to finish with L.A., with specifically the Lakers. If it doesn't work with them for whatever reasons, then I think he starts to go, like I said, is it the Warriors, is it the Clippers, is it the Suns? I think he wants to stay west.
I think it looks weird if he goes to another team for 1 year.
Does it matter at this point? Real question.
Yeah, I just think it looks weird. Like especially if there's no takers, you know what I mean? And then you're kind of forced to go somewhere where you don't have – because you can make the Lakers make sense.
Right.
Staying in L.A. with the Clippers makes sense. I'm already here.
Team up Kawhi.
And then going to Cleveland, that's where I'm from, where I started. Like that all makes sense. Miami's out of the picture. I know that with Pat Riley and that. I don't see that. But I don't know. Anywhere else seems kind of weird to me. So,
can I throw one more at you?
Yeah. It just seems weird.
The only East Coast team I see him going to is the Knicks. Just to say I played in New York.
With what they've done to this point, I just don't see that.
I don't disagree. But I'm saying if he were to go East Coast, right. I think that just to
but I just think
LeBron, my brand,
had they not gone there,
have
they not gone to the finals, then maybe I would buy into that. But I just it would feel like weird. You know what I mean? Like I don't coming
disagree.
Late to the party. We got something going on, and we what is this? You know, I just don't even see how they would be able to pull that off.
I think he just stays West Coast. I think he stays with the Lakers. I think they find some way to do it. And if not, he goes to the Clippers or something to West. But I just don't think point being, I don't think the Cavs, how they lost, how they would have won, I don't think that would entice him personally. I don't think that would have done anything. All right, Terrence Ross on the other side of trending right now.
And line up.
Oh, yeah, that's right. Trash Talking Tuesday, 877-99 on Fox. You want to get in now, 877-99 on Fox. You can do so. Steve DeSaker getting you updated.
Hey there, quick baseball update. The Cubs have lost 9 games in a row. They're losing 9-1 tonight at Pittsburgh in the top of the 7th inning. In the NBA playoffs, West Finals tied at 2 games apiece. San Antonio at Oklahoma City starting up in a few minutes, and then Game 6 will be at San Antonio on Thursday. OKC starter Jalen Williams is out again, missing a 3rd straight game with a sore hamstring. Jared McCain is getting his first career playoff start. Guard A.J. Mitchell is out again with a strained calf. The NBA Finals start Wednesday, June 3rd against the Knicks, who've won 11 straight. The NBA's Coach of the Year is Joe Mazzulla of Boston, 62 votes to 29 over the Pistons' J.B. Bickerstaff, who had won a coach's vote earlier. This is separate from that 9 first-place votes for the Spurs' Mitch Johnson, by the way. Cleveland's Kenny Atkinson is expected to return for a 3rd season there. He has a 5-year deal. The Cavs were just swept by New York in the East Finals. The WNBA is off tonight, 5 games on Wednesday, and there's an NHL playoff game starting in a half an hour. Vegas at home up 3-0 in the West Final. Will host Colorado. Avs center Nathan McKinnon will play after being hurt blocking a shot on Sunday. Penguins center Evgeny Malkin re-signed to play a 21st season. The Chargers gave safety Derwin James a 3-year contract extension. Kansas City Chiefs quarterback Patrick Mahomes returned to the field at OTAs after knee surgery in December. The Houston Texans restructured the contract of wide receiver Nico Collins. Packers running back Josh Jacobs was arrested. He's facing 5 domestic abuse charges after a disturbance complaint over the weekend. Coco Gauff won her first-round match at the French Open, but Jessica Pegula lost. Major League Soccer is on break for the World Cup. The U.S. roster was revealed today. Gio Reyna is on it despite barely playing this year overseas. U.S. men's soccer has an exhibition this Sunday in Charlotte against Senegal. As for the baseball news, former Braves Rookie of the Year Bob Horner passed away at the age of 68. He was drafted number 1 overall in 1978 and went straight to the major leagues. On the MLB scoreboard, it's still Nationals winning 4-1 at the Guardians, bottom of the 8th. Orioles lead 6-1 over Tampa Bay, top of the 7th. The Rays signed veteran reliever Craig Kimbrell. Back to you.
Steve, thank you. Odd couple, Rob Parker, Kelvin Washington on a Trash Talking Tuesday, 877-99 on Fox. You want to get in and get your calls on that. By the way, stream us live wherever you happen to be with the iHeart app. Just catch us and all your favorite Fox Sports Radio shows live 24/7 in the new and improved iHeart app. Just search Fox Sports Radio in the app to stream us live all day, every day. And be sure to select Fox Sports Radio as one of your presets in the iHeart app. It'll always pop up at the top of your screen. We are doing the starting lineups in Game 5 of the Western Conference Finals, so we'll keep you updated on that. Speaking of the game, somebody here to help us break it all down. Terrence Ross, former NBA guard, host of the Off the Rip pod. Terrence Ross on X. What's up, T?
What's up?
What's going on, fellas? Thanks for having me.
No doubt. I obviously got to start with, well, let's start with the news that just came down that Joe Mazzulla is the head coach of the year over Bernie. I always want to say that. J.B. Bickerstaff. What do you make of that, just off the top?
I mean, I can totally see why. I mean, they were missing one of their star players and Jason Tatum out, and they were kind of in that fluctuation of not knowing really where they were going to be in the East.
Because they got rid of all their veterans, right? So it looked like they were punting on the season.
Yeah, so it just nobody really knew what to expect from the Celtics. I mean, them being top of the East was, kind of on a lot of people's bingo chart because, without Tatum, we didn't know how Jaylen Brown was going to react to being the number 1 option and, handling the load. But, I mean, I could definitely see it. He definitely has a case. But same with JB's Bickerstaff. I mean, having Detroit coming off of, a subpar year last year and then leading the East the entire season. I mean, that's also big time, but it could have gone either way.
Hey, let's stay with the Eastern Conference here and go with the Knicks. They've been on a historic run right now. They're not just winning, Terrence. They're blowing everybody out. Do you look at this as, hey, they've been here the last couple years and they've just finally gotten where they need to be, or is this part of it who they've been playing? Maybe do you look at it as inferior competition? How do you view it?
I think a little bit of everything. I think, getting Mike Brown as a head coach definitely worked out for them, instead of having being so ball-centric around Jalen Brunson last year and then allowing him to gas out, in round 2 and 3. it's kind of allowed this team to play evenly, spread the offense, and then kind of still let Jalen take over when he needs to. And, I mean, this offense is playing, at a historic rate. I mean, they've only lost 2 games in the postseason. I mean, they're playing at the right time, and I think, them getting a sweep in these last 2 rounds is really going to work in their favor because, if this series and, San Antonio goes to Game 7, that could put a lot of strain on this team who's already in a high emotional series to come out and then face a team that's been firing on all cylinders and fresh. So, I mean, it definitely works in their advantage, but they're going to have to take advantage of that themselves.
Yeah, I just look at their path, and the Hawks weren't really that good. Remember when they lost those 2 games to the Hawks, people were like, this isn't working.
Yeah.
People were ripping Mike Brown. People were saying they were tired of Jalen Brunson playing hero ball. Do you remember that? I mean, that wasn't that long ago. And then the switch hit, and, of course, they took care of the Hawks like they should have. Philadelphia, to me, quit during that series, and Cleveland blows a ridiculous Game 1. And so when I look at it, it's the easiest path. You still have to go out there, Terrence, and you got to win. So I'm not taking anything from them, but, man, it's been easy. And I do want to go to the coaching situation that we didn't get to with Cleveland. They basically announced, right, Dan Gilbert, that they're going to bring back Kenny Atkinson. What do you make of that? Obviously, they beat the Pistons in the round before, Game 7 in Detroit. Got to the Eastern Conference Finals and then flamed out. Are you cool with that? Bringing Kenny Atkinson back?
Yeah, I think, bringing Kenny Atkinson back wasn't bad. I mean, he's had a good two years with them. I just think with the James Harden trade, that kind of hurt them. I mean, he didn't put up the best postseason numbers, and, the defense definitely hurt. So I don't want to put all the blame on Kenny, but at the same time, I mean, they just have to figure some things out, move some pieces, figure out how they want to, proceed forward going into next year. But I think it's a good fit for them because at the same time, you don't just want to get rid of a former coach of the year and then be stuck in a market where you might not potentially get anything better in return. So I think it was a good move bringing him back.
But here's my thing, Terrence. My pushback on you is that sometimes you need to make a move. A lot of people, including Kelvin, my co-host, were against Tibbs getting fired last year. I thought it was a fireable offense when they choked down Game 1 at Madison Square Garden against the Pacers, lost Game 2, and everybody thought they were going to the finals when they beat the Celtics last year. They make a move, and look at where they are. Sometimes you have to make a move, and you can't keep doing the same thing. And Kenny Atkinson, to me, forfeited his job and when he didn't coach in Game 1. I watched that. I'm not a coach. I'm not a player. But he didn't coach to win a 22. You played in many basketball games. 22 points with 8 minutes to go in the NBA. It's almost impossible to choke down.
Yeah, well, for me, I really think that, the Knicks getting rid of Tibbs, to me, was beneficial because Tibbs has always been one of those coaches that will exhaust his starting unit out almost immediately. He always leads the league with his players, and not just the first lineup, but his second and third lineups of how many players lead the league in minutes played. And going into a long series, going into a game, and going to just the postseason, and you're already feeling not gassed out is never going to work out. And he's been like that historically. When he was with the Timberwolves, he did to the Bulls, to Wiggins, to the Bulls. He's the reason why D Rose might have been burnt out, but that's just who he has always been. So I think you're seeing it now with the Knicks getting a new coach, Mike Brown, having him spread the offense out, not playing the guys major minutes. It's benefited them. They look the most fresh team in the postseason. But with Kenny Atkinson, it's not his fault that they blew a 22-point lead. Yes, he didn't close out that game. I mean, drawing up the last play for Sam Merrill and
but not only that, he left James Harden in. He didn't call timeouts. He took timeouts home. That's coaching.
But we can't put that on Kenny Atkinson because he's being dealt these cards. You think he asked for James Harden to be traded?
No, but can you take him out with 9 straight plays? I mean, come on.
But when you have a big time superstar player like James Harden, it's probably not Kenny Atkinson that's not being able to sub him out. It's probably higher up saying, "Hey,
okay." What about the timeouts that he couldn't stop the bleeding?
Nah, he could have threw a blitz. Come on, Terrence.
Granted, but what are you? He could have thrown a blitz, but James is a historically bad defender, bro. He was opening up, just giving Jalen wide open layup. When you have a defense in set, you can't just have a weak link like that because then it just floods the boat and now you can't get the water out fast enough. And that's what happened. They targeted James 23 straight possessions. That's not a Kenny Atkinson thing. That's no matter who you have on the court, they put him in pick and roll and got the switch, and it was just downhill.
Don't switch.
What is Kenny supposed to do?
Come on, Terrence. You know, you even playing in the park, you could do that, man.
Come on, man.
We appreciate
you already know it.
We're up against this. Hey, 10 seconds. Game 5, who wins?
So what's the problem then? So why is James always doing this? You're blaming him.
No, Terrence,
we got it.
We got that. We got it. We got to run. I was going to say, real quick, 5-second answer for me. Who wins Game 5 tonight?
If the Spurs can come out with a hot start like they did for the last 2 games, go up 15 in the first quarter, it could be very tough for the OKC to kind of bounce back. But if they start off hot, it can go either way.
All right. Well, that's how the series has been going. Terrence, man, appreciate you.
Thank you.
Appreciate you.
Terrence knows he would have switched up off him. He knows they would have blitzed him. He knows they would have did something. Come on, Terrence.
All right.
I appreciate it. Odd Couple. All right, check it out. 877-99 on Fox. Trash Talking Tuesday. Trash Talking Tuesday. You want to get in? It's your chance to trash anybody, anything. Hit us up right now. It's the Odd Couple, Fox Sports Radio.
Hey, it's Trash Talking Tuesday on the Odd Couple. Get those cans to the curb.
What are you, garbage man?
Call us right now at 877-99 on Fox.
Yeah, we're counting down to Game 3 of the Western Conference Finals. Spurs, Thunder, all tied up at 1. This is, a big rubber match for these two teams. And the big storylines coming out of this game are threefold. Number one, it's the Wemby coming out party, right? Everyone's excited about Wemby. We've been on the train for months, but now they're coming aboard late. That's one. Number two, the injuries. We'll see what happens. We're still to be determined on J-Dub, on Dylan Harper, on De'Aaron Fox. And the third thing is, man, we hate the Oklahoma City Thunder. To a man, everybody outside of OKC just hates the team, and they hate SGA specifically. So much so that Dylan Brooks, in partnership with Underdog Fantasy, which is one of the gambling houses here in this great country of ours, put out a fake video game kind of thing of the whole game operation. You recall, use tweezers, try to get the knee out of the throat and all these things, whatever, and without buzzing it and getting yourself out. Well, they did a thing like that built around a character of SGA called the Unethical Hooper. They even have a commercial for it.
Now you're guarding him. You so much as breathe on me, I'm getting the call. Go for the steal. Don't get caught. Download Underdog now to get yours. Only 100 made.
I call him Villain Brooks. Villain Brooks had the video game up there, or the board game, if you will. And it's hilarious, and he's been on his, trash everybody. That's why I like him, man. He got a little bit of that. But what you got to say about that, and just the tone and the sentiments everybody has towards SGA?
I got to do this.
What's that?
And I know it's an old-time reference, but it just fits.
Okay, let me hear what you got.
SGA is the Rodney Dangerfield of the NBA.
Okay.
And for people who don't know, a lot of people know he used to grab his tie. Hey, I don't get any respect. And you've seen him in a lot of movies, like Rodney Dangerfield.
Back to School.
Right. You've probably seen that movie or whatever. And that's where we are with SGA, because he's getting it from everybody. Peers, former players, fans. If I told you my IG, you remember I did a must turn off TV rant about OKC. Every time I open up my IG, I have 40 comments, and that was 10 days ago, almost 2 weeks ago. On that, it tells you where people are and how much they are bothered by SGA and his game. It's not something that is enjoyable to watch, But it's also something where you don't get respect. I don't know if you could find another guy who won back-to-back MVPs where people are like discounting him, not praising him, not like in awe of him, not wanting to see this guy perform, saying, my God, are we lucky? We're in the SGA era. We're getting to watch this guy play. That's how people used to feel about Michael Jordan, even during the time as it was going on. Not after the fact. About Kobe. Not after the fact, but during. Not LeBron. Not after the fact, but during, when you knew you were watching something special. I've told you a million times. I was sitting there courtside as a reporter for the Daily News in New York covering the NBA back in the 80s and looking to the reporter next to me watching Michael Jordan and going, can you believe we're watching this? We're front row. Amazing. And all people are doing is not about SGA and what he's been able to accomplish and all of his things, is that they don't like it. And that's why he's getting no respect.
Well, what's not helping him is that we live in an algorithmic world and a world that wants to feed you more of what you want and echo chambers. So the minute you start looking at stuff, liking it, and you could even slightly agree or maybe just laugh because it was funny and being different, well, that algorithm is going to say, oh, this is what you want. And it's going to keep feeding you. You're going to see clips, and you're going to see different angles of flops and different angles of him exaggerating his body. And then it's going to feed that monster of what you're thinking. And that's the thing that's not working in his favor. Because we always, you hated Reggie Miller, not you, but people hated Reggie Miller because he would kick out his legs or because he would this or he would pull on people's jerseys. But we didn't have the every angle and every camera view to show you it and highlight it or exaggerate it even more. So I think that's one of the downfalls of him. And he does add extra sauce to it. And the problem is, because I mentioned this yesterday, his game is actually pretty smooth. His game is actually pretty nice. It's just those times that he flops, that's what ends up becoming the highlighted point of view. And now that I did the math on it, up 16-18. It's the odd couple. Come on. 16-8, I'm sorry. 16-8. 16-10 now. Thunder just got a score. It's the odd couple.
He's going to say 16-8.
Yeah, I don't know.
What score is that?
Yeah, I'm out here looking crazy. Odd couple, Robin Kelvin on the Trash Talking Tuesday. Get to that in just a moment. Big shout out to Terrence Ross who joined us. Appreciate that. You can find him at Terrence Ross.
We had a little pushback for Terrence.
We did a little bit. Yeah, what you didn't like his pick? Hey, for the Thunder, make some shots early, but if the Spurs make some shots early.
Okay.
You don't like that?
No, be definitive.
Appreciate it, man. Rob G will get that up on the pod. And at University of Maryland Global Campus, you can choose from more than 65 online graduate degrees and certificates, including our MBA, now with 10 specializations. No application fee through June 1st. Visit umgc.edu. It is now time for Trash Talking Tuesday.
Don't you ever talk about me.
It's Trash Talking Tuesday.
It's your teeth, Reggie. I don't know whether to smile at you or kick a field goal, man.
All right, 877-99 on Fox. Still time to get in if you want to get in and have your say. Daniel in Chicago, you're on the Odd Couple Fox Sports Radio. Who you trashing, Daniel?
What's up, fellas? Today I'm trashing the Chicago Cubs. What a pitiful team this is.
Why?
2 10-game winning streaks, and then we dropped 9. Now we're about to drop 10. Pirates got us over 10-1 right now. Can't even watch this team. From Craig Counsell, PCA, Dansby Swanson, Michael Bush, all of them. Send them packing.
There you go.
All right, there you have it.
What are they, 9 in a row?
Yeah, 9 in a row they've lost.
And they're losing big. The last time I heard the update, it was 9-1.
And he mentioned, too, they were doing all right. They had a nice couple of periods where they were looking pretty good, and that's obviously not the case now.
877-99 on Fox if you want to jump in. I got one.
I got one, too.
Yeah. Go ahead. You go first.
Chet Holmgren. Chet Holmgren is who I'm trashing right now. Chet, did you know that you were a third-team All-NBA player? Did you know you were a first-team all-defensive team? He's been looking trash out here, Rob. Last game they lost 10. He had 10 points, 9 rebounds. Game 1 they lost. So in their losses, he had 8 points, 8 rebounds. Did you hear what I said to you? That was in a double overtime. Meaning I gave you an extra 10 minutes, and all you gave me was 8 points and 8 rebounds. And so he's obviously, just as he literally scored, as I mentioned, he's been more aggressive. I think he's heard the noise. I think he's heard the chirping around. Dude, you can compete. You can go at Wemby. Like, go at him a little bit, man. And so I've been disappointed with him. 37% shooting in the last game, Game 4. Game 1, 28% shooting. So I expect a bigger, better performance out of him. I think he has 6 already here in the first quarter. So, but Chet Holmgren, come on, man. Trashing you. Playing you're a much better player than this.
I'm going to trash the New York Metropolitans.
Oh.
Carlos Mendoza still is the manager. I'm serious.
Most beloved person.
I mean, I get.
Or he know where the dead bodies are.
They like him. I get it. They got swept in Miami. They lost yesterday to the Reds. They're losing again. It's, 5 or 6-0 tonight? Dude, I just don't understand it. The Phillies, what did they do? They fired their manager who took them to the World Series. And guess what? Since they put Don Mattingly in, they're playing better. Sometimes you got to make a change. What are the Mets doing?
22-32. They've lost. They're 4-6 in their last 10. And they don't. They're bottom, of course, of their division.
And how many games are they out? 19? I mean,
14.
14 games out. I don't understand it. Like, seriously. Like what does he? What's the stranglehold? Anybody else?
Something.
Anybody else?
He was there when it went down, Rob. He was there when it went down. They're like, dang, he knows.
And it is 6-0 in the 6th inning.
It is 6-0. Yeah.
And you know what? There was even a situation in the game where you say, "Oh well, it's the players," and how you always blaming the manager, right? That's what you always hear. I got an example. They had a base open, and instead of walking Ellie De La Cruz, they pitched to him with first base open. This is like one of those situations, second and third, right?
Yeah, come on,
put them on, and then let me get a forced play like they're one of their best players. What happens? He doubles on the first pitch. 3-0 becomes 5-0. Like that's a managerial move. Why are you pitching to one of their best players with first base open?
They got 11
pitch to the
hits
next
right
guy.
Now, 11 hits
and
already.
Chase Burns is outstanding for the Reds. A young pitcher, 6-1, a 1.83 ERA, and he's pitching a shutout. No shocker against this lineup. Yeah. It's bad.
It is bad, but the thing about it, Rob, we talked about it. It ain't new. They were bad last year. They
didn't make the playoffs.
They didn't make the postseason.
With Juan Soto, they got Juan Soto last year.
Who had an MVP candidate type of year. Started off slow. You called him Juan Soso. That was one of your better ones.
That's not bad.
And then he progressed. It got better, MVP candidate, but they still didn't make the postseason. And they let Pete Alonso go. And now you're sitting here. We talked about it early. We said it early. It's time to move on. Get some. Remember they felt like that the season was over. Like 2-3 weeks in, they're like, "Oh man, we don't know what's going on. We can't fix it." So it's been disappointing what they've been as a whole. So yeah, you sitting here, 22-32. 14 games out.
Here we are, right? We're not even in June yet.
And you're out of it. With what? Second, third highest payroll in all of baseball.
It's crazy. And the idea that you not trying to fix it, I'll never buy into that. Like you gave a person a chance, and after not making the playoffs last year, you could have made a move, and you didn't. So you brought them back. That means that things got to get better, like immediately.
And they didn't. They got worse. And remember I said too, the whole atmosphere, like they were talking to players, like nobody had any fight. Nobody was, oh man, it's early. We're not thinking about this. It's early. We're good. We don't know what to do. We don't know how to fix it.
Exactly.
So I don't like that in my team as well. Hey, it's 18-15 right now. Spurs are up 3 over the Thunder. 3:40 left in this game. We'll continue to keep you updated on Game 5 of the Western Conference Finals. We'll do that. Fox Sports Radio.
It's the Odd Couple. You know what time it is. It's your boys.
Let's get it. The Odd Couple is fun.
Check.
And informative.
Check.
What's up, America? You want to talk sports with one and a half of the best-looking guys in the game?
That game was incredible.
You are wrong. You'll be king of the water cooler.
What's it like working with Rob? Rob in his mind is like Chris Rock mixed with Richard Pryor, so I'm running out of fake laughs. Ha ha, Rob. Rob is very passionate.
Son, you ain't ready for this. Well, I don't have BS in my game. I'm straightforward. I'm honest. You say Brady's the greatest quarterback of all time, but Eli Manning beat him twice. And, of course, it doesn't hurt that I'm right most of the time. Kelvin is the nice guy, wants to make everybody feel warm and fuzzy.
You done? Let me tell you the truth. I bring the energy, a youthful energy. Rob's not gonna see this, is he? And I bring an honest opinion.
Michael Jordan, I can't take it anymore. I need a break. I'm gonna go play baseball.
Trash Talking Tuesday is the best.
It's a great opportunity for folks to call in and they get to trash whomever.
Who you trashing, Roger?
I'm trashing LeBron James and Michael Jordan.
Oh, okay.
They can't even hold Wilt Chamberlain's shoes.
Stop talking about the king like that. It's a new era. Let LeBron be the best, please.
I only recognize one king in the United States, and that's Burger King. The connection with the Odd Couple audience is incredible. We really invite them in.
And they can relate, whether it be things about our own personal lives or our takes on sports.
Love you guys. You guys are killing it. Hey, we appreciate you. Thank you for rocking with your boys.
They feel like it's just my guys, just my friends, and they join right in on the show.
We talk with the listeners, not at them.
Obviously, you can listen to us live, but you can still check out the podcast. You can check out our YouTube. You can check us out on social media. So in any way you want to get it, you can get it.
Yes.
There's some yelling. It is some hot takes. It's a whole lot of fun. I'll give you that.
It is fun. I agree. Begrudgingly.
The Odd Couple.
Sports talk that's too good and too fun.
In the NBA's West Final, things are tied 2 games apiece, and San Antonio has the early lead, 24-22 at Oklahoma City late first quarter. Julian Champagnie with 13 points. For OKC, Chet Holmgren, 8 points, 4 of 4 shooting, 4 rebounds. Shai Gilgeous-Alexander, 0 for 4 shooting, 3 turnovers in the first quarter. Coming up in about 15 minutes, NHL playoffs could be ending the West Final tonight. Vegas up 3-0. Host Colorado. Avs star center Nathan MacKinnon will play. after being hurt blocking a shot on Sunday. The Chargers gave safety Derwin James a 3-year extension. Former Braves Rookie of the Year Bob Horner passed away at the age of 68. To the MLB scoreboard, Washington has won 6-3 at Cleveland. The Orioles are up 6-1 in the ninth against the Rays. Tigers, who've been slumping badly, are leading 6-5 against the Angels in the eighth. Pirates 10-1 over the Cubs in the eighth inning.
I've been covering this league since 1987.
Can this sports writer and this sports fan share a radio show without driving each other crazy? Now, live from the Fox Sports Radio studios, here's Fox Sports Radio's Odd Couple, Rob Parker and Kelvin Washington.
Unbelievable, but it's hour number 3.
Already.
Here on a Trash Talking Tuesday.
Number 3.
Thank you, Rob Parker, Kelvin Washington. Here on Fox Sports Radio. And truck and bus drivers are trained professionals. The bigger the vehicle, the bigger the blind spots. Don't linger. Pass with purpose and give the vehicle space. Stay visible. Stay safe. America's pros rely on you. That's right. Paid for by FMCSA. Thank you. And check out our YouTube channel. We talk about it all the time. Just search Odd Couple FSR on YouTube and then hit that subscribe button. Again, watch us live right now on YouTube and search Odd Couple FSR and hit that subscribe button. Last call coming up in hour number 3 as well on this
Trash Talking Tuesday.
That's right. And we're looking at some of the scores.
27-27 if in this
got?
Thunder Spurs game. A good one going on right now.
Yes.
Tied up with like 20 seconds left in the first.
Yankees Royals 9-1. Yes. What we got? 6-2 Reds over Mets. And what are the other games?
6-5 Tigers over Angels.
Yep.
If I saw that correctly.
So there you go.
Yes. Yeah, 6-5.
And so the reason we're giving you these scores are these are the TVs that are on in the studio.
Yeah, we got these. If you're like, what about the Brewers? Well, no, I don't know what the Brewers are doing right now.
Right. These are the ones we're watching. Rob G., the Knicks advanced to the NBA Finals for the first time since 1900.
Do you believe it yet? Or you got to see the first quarter?
And 99. No, first quarter. I'm still in bad. I told you. What did I say? They got to be in the first quarter.
Something
timeout,
crazy didn't happen.
Then, right, okay. I didn't. The dream is not over. I mean, I didn't get. The dream is real. It's not a dream, I should say. But Rob G., the Knicks have been impressive. Like, since they lost those 2 games to the Hawks, it's been full steam ahead.
Oh, it goes way before that, Rob Parker. Since January 20th, the Knicks have the best net rating in basketball. But more specifically, during this 11-game stretch, the New York Knicks are the greatest team in NBA history, at least statistically. All right. They've won 11 straight. They've outscored their opponents in the playoffs by a total of 262 points, the highest point differential across 11 games during any point in NBA history, regular, preseason, postseason, summer pickup games, you name it. The New York Knicks are dominating in ways we have never seen. Their point differential through the first 14 games, including those losses they had there against Atlanta, the highest in NBA playoff history, 34 points better than what some call the greatest team ever, the 2017 Warriors, Steph and KD. Each of the other 7 teams below New York in terms of point differential, those Warriors, 87 Lakers, 71 Bucks, 96 Bulls, 86 Celtics, 01 Lakers, 16 Cavs, all won the championship that season. The Knicks are currently tied for the most 25-plus point wins in the playoff and the most 30-plus point wins in one playoff. And they still have one more round to go. Guys, by all accounts, these New York Knicks are for real.
They are for real, Rob. They ain't historically real. That's what the conversation is. They are a really good team. I give them credit. They found their way. Mike Brown has kind of changed this offense, and obviously they've been through the fire the last couple of seasons together. And some of the players, 3 of them, have literally won championships in college together. So they have that camaraderie. They have that thing. So I'll give them credit. I expect them to compete well into the NBA Finals. However, we're talking about historic. That they are not, in my opinion. I know the analytics would say that, and I'm sure Kenny Atkinson would say we lost to a historically, analytically great team of all time. And what are you going to do? We were analytically better than the best team of all time. But no, I look at some of these teams. You mentioned some of them. 2000, 2001 Lakers, that team was insane. 15-1. Shaq and Kobe in their prime. Kobe obviously would continue to grow. He was still young, but I mean, they 11-0 in that Western Conference Finals. And if Allen Iverson doesn't step over Tyronn Lue, they might have won 16-0. You know, so that I look at a team like that when I think of dominance. And partly also, Rob, I think the issue with this Knicks team is you sometimes kind of have to have the foes, right? Like if you were beating up on some really good teams,
context matters.
Then if they beat. Let's say they beat the number 1 seed in the Pistons. Then they beat I'm trying to think of another team. You know, something like the 08 Celtics or something, or Tatum.
Right, with Tatum on the team.
And he wasn't injured. You know, just kind of rolling through these teams. You're like, man, they were smacking up some really good teams. That I think is hurting them. Is that they didn't have very good foes that you can say, man, they blew through them, and them. Then you can kind of go, man, I'm telling you, that team was crazy good. So I think they're being. That part holds them back, not having a foe that we can point our hat and tip our cap and say that was a real foe. So I think that adds to an element. And also, too, they kind of don't have an identity, which is a good thing for them in the sense of the way they play. It reminds me of that 04 Pistons team where they were defensive, but they just had a bunch of guys who played together. They play hard.
Going to work.
They were just going to work. Put on the hard hat, going to work. And I think the Knicks are kind of like that where you're like, Jalen Brunson is definitely a star, but you're like hey, OG, okay, and Josh Hart, okay, and Mitchell Robinson, okay, and Shamet, obviously Karl-Anthony Towns, they kind of just the glue together. They work hard together. Mikal Bridges. So you don't look at them as like Shaq and Kobe or KD, Steph, Clay. They're kind of just a bunch of dudes. The pieces fit. They work together. And maybe that's hurting them for me giving it to them, Rob, as one of the all-time great teams.
Those stats can be deceiving. I think there's always a context to it, and it's not their fault. We've said this about other teams, right? They're the easiest path to the finals. It happens sometimes. Things line up for you, and it's it happens, and it makes it easier to get there. Now, they could easily go there for all that they've done, lose in the finals, and then people say, oh, they had a nice run. And not that they're historically one of the greatest teams ever. Like, seriously, none of that stuff those numbers, Rob G, you talk about will matter if they don't win. Like that, if they win and be the West team and continue to play like
that would be remarkable.
That would be remarkable because even what they like most of these games they're shooting like 60% from the field. Like it's everybody, no matter who puts up a shot. I was watching yesterday. I just could not get over. Every shot went in.
I mean, they made Shamet
look
like he was the return of John Starks in that thing.
I mean, and he's a good player, but there were times when he couldn't make his shots when he was with the Nets, right? Mm-hmm. Now, all of a sudden, he can't miss. And when you play like that, but I'm with you. I think it's when you win and when you're rolling in the playoffs and people want to look at your stats, and the stats are eye-popping, so no one's taking that away from him. But I'm just not there either. I can't look at them and say they're the greatest playoff team we've ever seen because they've outscored their opponents by 262 points. Because that anomaly against the I always want to say it, against the Hawks was one of those all-time games. Am I right? Like
we were sitting here.
That just tipped the scale.
They're down like 60 in the second quarter. It was insane. But that made listen. They absolutely can prove me wrong, you wrong. They can say, I'm telling you. And they can go and beat the Spurs or the Thunder in a 6-game series, and we'll look back and be like, yo, that team was crazy good.
If they do, I agree with you.
But
then
as
that would change the narrative.
I just can't give it to them. Not yet. We've seen too many other good teams. And I think, and then for them, obviously, they would say we could care less. We're out here playing and competing and trying to win a series.
Which makes sense. Nobody for them, it's not a conversation for them. We get it. It's what we do, us talking about it. And you just play who's on the schedule. We talk about it all the time. We talk about NFL teams.
Yep.
Who'd they play? They didn't play anybody, and then they get into the big game, and they lose. And you go, they didn't play anybody. Well,
Patriots.
Right?
Patriots. They didn't play a lot of anybody.
I think the Giants played more team, or I should say, won more games against teams over 500 than the Patriots that went to the Super Bowl.
And it showed when even them struggling against the other Broncos. Against, what was it, Stedman? No Oprah? I just like Stedman better. But I'll say this too. We've had now back-to-back. I think a lot of people might have had the Knicks. They should be good, right? That's why you fire Tibbs. That's what you're looking forward to. But that'll be twice now in the Eastern Conference where maybe we didn't expect them to be this good. Pacers going to tear. And remember the Pacers last year? Second half of the season, what was it? Best record in the NBA. We're kind of ignoring them. Nobody was talking about the Pacers. And next thing you know, the Pacers are an Achilles away from maybe winning that thing. So this is why I'll credit the Knicks that when they get to the, play whomever it will be in the finals, I'll give them more of a shot than everybody just going, oh, man, it's easy.
I'm not saying that they have no shot.
You, everybody's going, it's just dismissive.
I don't expect
the Pacers were an Achilles away from winning that thing last year, and the Knicks are a better team than the Pacers were.
But you never know. Like, I just think the West and what they had to put through and the teams that they've played, man, you know what I mean? Like, it's been the gauntlet. And sometimes you could get lulled into thinking that, you know what I mean? Like to me, Philly and Cleveland, they quit at one point during the series.
Would the devil's advocate be, they quit because we punished them, we put them in submission, we made them quit? Because, if I'm the Knicks, then I'm saying, Kelvin, Rod, what are y'all talking about? Look, we smacked these teams
ain't nobody quitting in the finals. I don't believe that they're going to have that.
Not these two teams.
That's what I'm saying. Like,
got nothing to
one
worry
is
about.
defending champ, and one got a generational player, and there's no way they're going to have that kind of quitting. I just don't see it. I don't see it. And you hope, if you're a Knicks fan, that they haven't used everything up. You know what I mean? That's another thing.
Don't baseball me, Rob.
All their shots.
Don't we beat a team 18-2, and now I'm only gonna get 2 runs the next game.
You already know how it works.
Don't do that. So dang it, the Yankees, they're up 10-1 right now. They're gonna use up all their runs for tomorrow.
Yeah,
it's only the top of the 5th, and they got 10 already.
They're gonna get shut out 1-0 tomorrow.
No, Rob G. Mark that down. So when he gives us his Shekel City, I'm gonna say, nah, don't give me Yankees -1.5.
No, I want to bet Rob G some wings on the finals. Can we do that, Rob G?
You already owe somebody wings in finals.
I didn't ask you that.
I didn't
ask you
that. You owe
that.
him a lot of wings, too, Rob. Dang.
You never paid off our last bet, Rob.
Dang.
Why would I make a bet with you when you still owe me?
You do owe him a song,
What
too.
last bet?
The Super Bowl.
You do
What
owe
are
him
you
a song.
talking about?
You never did the Sam Darnold song.
No, when I came in to do it, Alex wasn't here.
Dang, now you're going to put it on you.
Alex
Sun's
didn't
out,
do
one's
it.
out, Alex.
That's messed up.
What? No, you weren't here to record
Drake, is it
it.
really on me?
For real.
That wasn't a Rob
guess.
G. I want to have let's just do a bet. I want to bet you 100 wings on the finals.
What is the bet?
He's got the Knicks. I got anybody else other
I'm
than the
good
Knicks.
on that bet.
See, he doesn't want
I don't need to make a bet because I'm already getting 100 wings. And you haven't paid off your last bet.
And let me tell you this.
You're just going into Hawk for more.
Can I tell you this?
Yes.
This dude had the nerve. All the bets that I've ever won, I ain't never seen him tweet about the winners that I've had. He couldn't wait.
What do I get from you winning Jordans, Rob? What do I get?
Hey, Alex,
the wings, I'm getting some of those.
Alex, can you go on Twitter and see where he tweeted when I beat Fred Rogan for 300 wings?
Dang, y'all put 300
We
wings?
celebrated on the air for that.
I gave you wings, but you didn't tweet anything.
He did not.
Am I right?
You
You're
apologized in person, but not via text. You didn't Instagram it.
You didn't tweet anything.
Rob P, let me look at Rob G's success tweets are celebratory.
Okay.
Thank you.
It's right next to
But he
Steph Curry's
couldn't
big
wait.
shots.
I ain't gonna lie, I
wait
saw
for-
that. I was
You were
pretty
like,
funny.
babe, that was
I was like, dang.
What's his name? Alex Monaco. He couldn't wait. Oh, wait a minute. We've been talking and texting all night. He's like all in on Alex Monaco.
You think Rob G
I'm
had
like,
a draft
what?
already ready? Like, so you can wake up and quick
Because
send.
I'm getting 100 wings out of this.
Yeah.
He texts me, he says, Rob G, I'll let you decide how these wings are divvied up. I'm like, say less.
I gave you 300 wings from Fred Rogan.
Calvin's getting 25.
Yeah.
Elijah's
Point
getting
him out,
25. Alex is getting
Point him
25.
out, Oprah.
And I'm getting 25.
Yeah. Yeah.
all flats, and Rob has to watch us eat all of
all
them.
lemon pepper flats.
All lemon pepper
with
flats.
a side of
Rob.
cheesecake, vanilla bean,
I'll share mine with you, Rob.
and some Diet Coke. All the stuff you ain't eating right now.
You can
Just
have my
sitting
flats.
Unbelievable.
there. And some French
No,
fries.
Alex said he's going to get them mixed, but said Rob could only have the drums. Just to put some.
hey, do it all drums, Rob G, so you be mad.
That would hurt me. Because then you know what? I wouldn't eat any of them. That's how
Dude,
you get.
Rob G get all drums so he can just sit there and salivate mad as heck.
I want Alex Monaco is a big Knicks homer who works for MSG. And I guarantee you, he bet on the Knicks last year, the year before. That's who he works for. I get it. It's fine. He won the bet. And at some point, he'll get the winnings. You'll get the wins.
At some point. What does that mean? At some point.
I'm busy right now. I got school to teach. I'm teaching at USC the next couple of days.
If history is any indication, let's see, we made our bet. The Super Bowl was in February, so 3.5 months.
What are you talking about?
He might get him next football season.
Nah, I always pay my bets.
No, you do not.
Alex,
we just proved you have not done the Sam Darnold bet.
Alex said he's ready.
No, Alex wasn't ready.
Had
he said he's ready
and
now.
everything. We had background singers.
No, you didn't.
We had
everything.
Alex just told me he's got the auto-tune ready. He's ready.
I got it. For real.
For real.
We had the chopped and screwed version going.
He's ready. You
Rob,
like to sing songs anyway.
Rob, I was so ready I had to give the script to Drake, and now he's
Is that
making
right?
new
Yeah.
music.
What'd he say?
He said, I love my Ghost Riders.
And he said, beep, beep, Robbie. For real.
All right,
Sam
we want to
Darnold.
hear from you, 877-99 on Fox. Real simple.
Are we sleeping
Are
on
the
Knicks?
Knicks for real or fugazi?
What?
And it's the path. Yeah, the path.
Okay.
877-99 on Fox. It is the Odd Couple. Rob Parker, Kelvin Washington, where we deliver insight, not necessarily wings all the time.
100 of them. What was the 300 Fred Rogan bet? Do you remember?
It was about the Lakers, right? Lakers making some sort of run. I was like, they won't make the playoffs, maybe.
Okay.
Maybe I bet them.
No, I think it was them winning the championship.
Yeah, maybe it was.
Yeah.
But Fred was over the top. 300 wins.
300 wins. He was big confident. Dang.
Yeah. All right, it is the Odd Couple. I haven't heard from that guy in a long time. Right here on Fox Sports Radio. You know what you need to do. Stick and stay.
And as Drake says about the Knicks, are they for real?
For real. Hey, let me ask you a question. You're thinking about what's next for yourself professionally, whether you're looking to move up, switch fields, or finally finish that degree. University of Maryland Global Campus has your back. Explore more than 135 degrees and certificates to arm you with the skills for today's job market. Affordable, online, and built for working adults. UMGC offers programs that help you build lasting skills in leadership, communication, critical thinking, and more. So apply by June 1st and save with no application fee. Go to umgc.edu. Go check them out.
Speaking of the high and mighty, our savior, the king here in Los Angeles, LeBron James, he was on the Mind the Game podcast with himself and Steve Nash. And they were discussing, whether or not he's going to come back next season. He's going to retire. He's going to come to LA. Maybe he'll go somewhere else. And LeBron James laid out his timeline for the offseason. Take a listen.
I'm still in the moment of just taking my time and saying I haven't even really thought about it too much. Obviously, I understand that I'm a free agent and I can control my own destiny. If being here with this with this franchise for the foreseeable future, or if it's going somewhere else. But I think at some point up in June, late June, as July rolled around, free agency starts to gets going and. As July rolling, maybe into August, we start to kind of get a feel of, what my future may look like. If it's continuing to play the game that I love, which I know I can still give so much to the game and play at a high level, or if it's not.
He has the right to do that. We talked about this with Aaron Rodgers. My thing used to be with the Pittsburgh Steelers, not Aaron. Aaron, if he's telling you, hey, I don't know, I'm trying to figure this out, I'm trying to, figure out my life. That's his right. That's his prerogative. What were you going to do, Pittsburgh? Same thing with the Lakers for me, Rob. He's earned that if he wants to do that, if he wants to wait. I don't think the Lakers should wait. I don't think any team should wait right now in the sense that you're trying to build your roster to compete with either the Cavs or the Knicks potentially, but more importantly, probably the Thunder and the Spurs. And you're trying to build your team up to compete and be ready to rock and roll next year and moving forward. So sitting there and wait, he said between late June and August, that's like a month and a half. I can't be held hostage a month and a half. Is he coming? Is he not? Wait. He said another needed 2 weeks because you're going to miss guys. You're going to miss trade opportunities. You're going to miss, free agents. You're going to miss different things. And I just think it's not wise to do so when you're trying to build a roster that can compete with the best teams in the league. So if I'm the Lakers, I would say, hey, again, love to have you back. Here's a price. Here's a timeline. Not saying you have to do this exact date, but if you can work around here, for them, if it's, hey, first, mid-June, late June, we would love great. We'll have our draft coming up. We got some free agents. This is the price and this is the timeline for us that works. We'd love to have you back. I think that's fair. I think you're keeping it real, and I think you're presenting him an opportunity to be down with what you're trying to do. But I cannot be held hostage if I'm trying to build a roster that can compete with the best teams as we're watching right now in the NBA.
Yeah, I'm with you. If I'm a team, LeBron, like his timetable doesn't match up with
late June, August, but the season.
it doesn't match up. Like what are you talking about? Like teams got to figure out what they're doing, who they should want to go after with free agents, how much money they have to spend, how much is it going to cost to get you. You know what I mean, and make you feel comfortable.
I got to match money.
Like there's all of that I think is important. I just don't understand like his timetable and what he's trying to get at and have people wait. I think it works against him as far as his salary or wanting to go somewhere when they say this is all we have.
That's a good point, Rob. Because if he wanted say 40,
right, this is all we have.
But all we have is 18 left because you
waited too late and then we're gonna wait around and not make any moves and then you don't come our way. Now what? And you like in free agency. That's the one thing about the NBA. Like, everybody signs immediately because people eat up their money. It ain't like baseball. Guys don't sign until the new year.
Whatever you want,
know what I mean? Like, you're waiting because there is no cap. You could get a deal whenever. In basketball, everybody signs in the first 3 hours because the money's gobbled up. Right. It's
what they offer me 5 years, $250, sign. Let's go.
I'm taking it, right. Like if you wait around, the money's gone. And that's why I don't understand his timetable. It does sound weird.
It's a little lengthy to go from late June to August because, again, if the point – and he talked – what else he said in this episode, Rob G, was he talked about the fact he said we were just out-talented. He said we competed. We didn't get out-competed. We weren't out-toughed, if you will. It wasn't a matter of that. It was just we were out-talented. Again, the Thunder, we know how talented they are. I don't disagree with that.
I would have been I don't know. How about short-handed? Is that a better word than out-talented? You're missing a top player.
Yeah, I get
do you know what I'm saying? Like you're missing Luka. He's one of the best players. I think what he was trying to imply
was because he said, I'm not trying to – I'm paraphrasing, but his point was I'm trying to – say anything about our team, but
yes,
we didn't match the talent, and they don't have the talent of the Thunder. But my point is, if I'm trying to,
Luka's a big miss.
That's a 35, almost 35 point miss.
That's what I'm saying. When you say that, it ain't like Luka played and you said we didn't have enough talent, dude. We were shorthanded. Like I'm not making an excuse.
Fox Sports Radio, Odd Couple. Rob Parker, Kelvin Washington on a Trash Talking Tuesday. It is 45-39, Thunder up on Spurs. 6:45 left in the second quarter, I should say. So keep you updated on this game as it progresses. And at University of Maryland Global Campus, you can choose from more than 65 graduate online degrees and certificates, including our MBA, now with 10 specializations. No application fee through June 1st. Visit UMGC, that is umgc.edu. Go check them out. All right, so Rob G gave us all these numbers and stats and statistics and analytics of how the Knicks are the greatest team of all time, and we since sliced bread, and since Moby Gumbles, all that good stuff.
Moby Dick and a Louisiana Purchase.
And I think they're a heck of a team. They've been playing some great inspired basketball, but we both agree, all right, let's pump the brakes a little bit. And one thing I think we both agree on is that it is your foes, who you've been beating. And I don't think, not that the Cavs were a terrible team and not that the Sixers, but they haven't beaten some teams, and Atlanta Hawks are kind of rising, ascending.
It was shocking that Atlanta won the 2 games that they won.
CJ McCollum doesn't knock them down. The daggone Knicks might not be undefeated
100%.
This postseason run. So are they doing enough to make you think they are? I don't think they are. I think they're a really good team, but not historically great. Maybe you disagree with us. 877-99 on Fox. Who we got?
All right, Thomas in Georgia. You're on the Odd Couple
Georgia.
Fox Sports Radio. What's up, Thomas?
Hello?
How are you, Thomas?
I'm doing well. Rob, obnoxious Parker.
Thank you. I love that. How did you know my middle name?
It oozes. It just oozes. Okay, listen. You are hereby banned for using the word fugazi when it comes to our New York Knicks.
Okay.
Listen, I'm tired of people acting like they're not playing NBA teams. All right, these are NBA teams. So what's happening is Knicks fans and Knicks are living in the moment. I don't care about all that historical crap. This is the here and now, and they have just as good a chance of getting that chip. Okay?
Nobody said that they didn't. You didn't hear us say that. We did not say that, but I'm not ready to put them as like they're the greatest thing since sliced bread or the greatest NBA playoff run against the teams that they beat. That's all I said.
Okay, I understand.
Is that fair? I'm just asking you. I'm serious. Is that fair or not?
No, it's fair. Yeah, I mean, but they're not playing bums. I'm not going to go to that extent.
I didn't say bums, but I'm just saying come on. Like if you called up here, Thomas, when they lost those 2 games to the Hawks and they were like, see that Jalen Brunson and that damn hero ball. You remember that? And Mike Brown, I don't know if this thing is going to work. It was 2-2 against Atlanta. No? Do you remember that at all, or you don't remember that?
No, of course I remember that, but what was the outcome?
No, I'm just saying, but at that point, that wasn't 8 months ago. That was 2 weeks ago.
Okay, and what is the point?
My point is that as great as they've looked, it was just not that long ago where they didn't look that great. That's all.
Hey, well, maybe the good Lord is shining down on them.
Okay, are they winning? Are they going to win? Are they winning the championship?
They have a 90%.
That's not what I asked you. That's not what I asked you.
You said a 90% chance?
Are they winning, yes or no?
I'm going to say yes, but I'm not going to bet you because obviously it takes you 6 months to pay your bet.
Wow. Thanks, Thomas.
Hey, you better get ready, Rob. It's about to be blue and orange, what they call it, blue and orange skies. It's about to be a whole lot of that for the next 3 weeks.
Kevin in Culver City, did you say that? Can we take it or no? Yeah, Kevin in Culver City, you're on the Odd Couple, Fox Sports Radio.
All the time.
All the time.
Hey.
How you?
I see you getting your Dre on when you mixed that Wemby song. I didn't know that you had that production and sample like that. But I just wanted to let you know, I don't think it's not about, like, the team. It's the system. The Knicks are a juggernaut because they have that Mike Brown, Steve Kerr ball movement system, and it's working to perfection. They have Karl Anthony Towns who's playing the David Lee, Andrew Bogut, DeMontis Sabonis role at the top of the key as the playmaker. Teams can't stop it. You have the Jalen Brunson playing the Stephen Curry, De'Aaron Fox role. You have shooters all over the court, 3-and-Ds, Josh Hart, Mikal Bridges, OG Anunoby, they have the system to beat either the Thunder or the Spurs because they have 3-and-D wings all over the court that can
All right,
space you
it
out
sounds
and
like
shoot
a
the ball.
wings bet going on here. I can't wait.
I'm not. Well, I'm not.
You made that man
wings.
giggle.
I'm
He
saying
said,
the Knicks are going to win this series in 7 games because just like the Detroit Pistons beat the Lakers, I think they have the system. And if you really look at it, they're the hottest team in the NBA playoffs. Like the Eagles are the hottest team, and they're playing Mahomes and the Chiefs, and they were talking about just player. The Eagles and the Knicks and the Pistons, they have the hottest team in the playoffs.
No. But you're right about a hard team, but also we talked about it. The Eagles had the better team on paper. Am I right?
Oh, they were loaded.
They were loaded up front.
Up front on both sides of the ball.
Absolutely. Go ahead, Rob G.
So my question is, if you guys
Shout out to you, Kelvin.
are
Thank you.
refusing to believe the numbers, is the only way you're going to concede that they are a great team is they have to win the championship.
That's what we're talking about. You're saying historical.
Because like the Golden State Warriors 2017, we agree is one of the greatest teams of all time.
Mm-hmm.
Coming into those finals, the Cleveland Cavaliers were also 12-0. They were being talked about as one of the great teams of all time. They just ran into a better team. Is it possible that this Knicks team is one of the better teams of this, however many years you want to put it? They're just going to run into potentially a OKC team that is statistically the greatest team of all time.
What if they run into the Spurs and lose to a young team in Wemby?
Sure.
I mean, that could happen, and then you would say
that's not crazy at all.
It's not crazy. Like they could, like the Spurs could beat the Knicks.
I think the Knicks could beat either one of these teams too.
Yeah,
I think all three of these teams could beat each other.
saying I'm not on that bandwagon that the Knicks are going to lose to the West regardless.
Yeah.
I'm not on that bandwagon.
Right.
I'm not. But depending on the matchup and everything, I have to see who they're playing for me to make a
and
pick.
Who's hurt? That's a big
and all that.
That's
right.
going to be huge
and
for
all
both
that.
the Western Conference teams. No, I have a little bit to add to that. I'll add on the other side of trending right now. Let's get an update from Steve DeSager.
We'll get to the hoops in a moment, but this for Major League Baseball. The Cubs are now the first team to, in half a season, have 2 10-game winning streaks and a 10-game losing streak. The Cubs have lost their 10th straight.
Very nice. At least they're consistent.
12, well, for little stretches. 12-1 Pittsburgh the final. Pirates led 5-0 in the first. As for the NBA game tonight, and this West Finals series is tied at 2 games apiece. It's mid-second quarter at OKC. Thunder up 47-44 over the Spurs. Even though Shai Gilgeous-Alexander until a moment ago was 1 of 6 shooting with 4 turnovers, Chet Holmgren had 8 points in the first 8 minutes, has not scored since, but OKC is leading. Julian Champagny 16 points to lead the Spurs. De'Aaron Fox, 1 of 7 shooting. He does have 5 assists for San Antonio. The NBA's Coach of the Year is Joe Mazzulla of Boston, 62 votes to 29 over the Pistons' J.B. Bickerstaff. In the NHL, Vegas is home tonight, up 3-0 in the West Final. And Vegas is leading 1-0 over Colorado mid-first period. Chiefs quarterback Patrick Mahomes returned to the field at OTAs after knee surgery in December. He's wearing a brace. The Houston Texans restructured the contract of wide receiver Nico Collins. Packers running back Josh Jacobs was arrested. He's facing 5 domestic abuse charges. The Chargers gave safety Derwin James a 3-year extension. Coco Gauff won her first-round match at the French Open in Paris, but Jessica Pegula lost. MLB wins for Baltimore and Washington right now. It's the Yankees 10-1 leaders at the Royals' bottom of the 6th. Brewers are shutting out the Cardinals in the 7th inning, 6-0. Milwaukee's the first-place team in the NL Central, 2.5 games up on the Cards. Milwaukee pitcher Logan Henderson was placed on the IL with a strained back. The Texas Rangers haven't had much offense recently, but they're up 9-4 on Houston, top of the 5th. The Rangers on Sunday night in Anaheim went 3 for 30 with 16 strikeouts. Then Houston pitched a combined no-hitter against them Monday, winning 9-0. Tonight, the Rangers scored 8 times in the first inning. The Angels have come back to lead at Detroit. It's 10-6 in the bottom of the 9th. Braves lead 7-4 at Boston, bottom of the 9th. Former Braves Rookie of the Year Bob Horner passed away at the age of 68. Back to you.
Hey, thank you, Steve. We're over here talking about Rangers. None the other day. Then you get 8 in the first inning.
It always evens out. I say it all the time. Don't use all those runs. The Yankees got 10. They're going to get 1 tomorrow.
All right, so what about the Angels? They're at 10 right now in the bottom of the 9th. Is that, what is that, 3 runs in the next game?
Yeah, but it's not
too crazy?
No, because it's 10-6. So
okay. The
Yankees is 10-1.
Yeah, they're still only in the bottom of 6. Still got, another 3 innings. All right, thank you, Steve. Appreciate it. Odd Couple, Rob and Kelvin on a Trash Talking Tuesday at University of Maryland Global Campus. You can choose from more than 65 graduate online degrees and certificates, including our MBA, now with 10 specialization. No application fee through June 1st. Visit umgc.edu. Rob G, go back to that question you were asking us. I just want to expound upon that a little bit more.
And the question again was, do the New York Knicks have to win a championship for you to consider them one of the great teams of this, whatever, how many
Absolutely.
years?
And it's an easy, strong yes, because to me, we've had plenty of teams that were really good and did good in the postseason, but didn't win it all or didn't get close. Because, by the way, while I think so far, this is me speculating. Obviously, we got to see who wins. I see them putting up at least 6-game battle in the finals. A lot of people, it's over. It's the West Conference. And I keep telling everybody, Jason Smith, you might be happy to hear this, that the Pacers – okay, Knicks in 4. Stop it. Now, I'll take that bet.
Who said that?
Jason Smith. But everybody was saying Knicks in 4.
But Jason Smith's been saying that for the last 25 years.
Yeah, he is.
I mean, that's what kills me, too. All the Knicks fans now, they've been saying this for years.
Knicks fans. One thing, you know what a Knicks – and Rob Parker, Robert, what did he call you? What was your middle name from that caller we had?
Yeah, what did he just say?
Hater. What did he say? Rob, I can't remember. Obscene or something. I can't remember what he said.
Yes.
But Robert Lee Parker III, for cover your ears because of what I'm about to say here. But he keeps saying that every year we're talking about the Knicks are going to get it done. And they're celebrating. The thing about the Knicks reminds me of baseball. And I know you're going to say, well, it's hard in baseball. Baseball will celebrate the wild card like it's the World Series. See, I told you you're going to say that. I don't want to hear nothing you say. Wild card,
it's a series.
Divisional, championship, World Series. What's the difference between a World Series title celebration and a wild card celebration, Jason Smith? Nothing. Baseball, it's the same thing. Even he has to agree with that. They got to come on. Rob, come on. You got to give me that.
I'm with it.
The champagne is going everywhere. They got the plastic wrap over all the goggles. Shout out to our buddy Darren Haynes. He's in there getting sprayed with champagne throughout every series. I'm like, okay, the World Series got to look a little different than the wild card. You don't agree with that?
No.
What do you mean, no?
With it. I'm okay with it. I understand it.
I can't believe it. I don't even know who you are when it comes to baseball. Boy, that is a sensitive – you some baseball.
They play 162 games. They have 7 weeks of spring training.
I don't give a dang. The World Series has to look different. Matter of fact,
it's a lot of work.
Dak, put on Trash Talking Tuesday. I'm about to trash Major League Baseball right now, okay? I want a difference between the World Series and the daggone wild card game. If I close my eyes, if I was in a coma for 6 months and I woke up and I saw a wild card, so I was like, oh, wow.
They won the World Series.
They won the World Series.
Right.
You're like, no, they just won a wild card game. That's all. Every time I bring it up to you, no, it's just different.
The only reason that the other leagues don't do it is they don't want to pay for the champagne. They're cheap.
They have a cap on that. We can't use our champagne cap right now. Good game going on 54-49. But to answer your question simply, Rob, they have to.
It's about
win
winning.
You gotta win it.
If they lose, say they lose 4 games to 1.
We'll never remember that.
Nobody will ever talk about that. Oh, they outscored them 262 to get the.
But we have other teams historically that people point to and say, man, if they hadn't
Can I give you an example?
Who?
The Jordan Bulls, if they hadn't ran into Shaq and Kobe, we'd be talking about Stockton and Malone. We'd be talking about
how good they were,
the
not
Sacramento
great.
Kings, whatever. Like
good, but not
those
great.
Are teams.
You got to win.
But none of those teams have had the kind of run that these Knicks have had. Nobody has had a run like this kind of Knicks have had.
The only difference, some of those teams you mentioned, they ran through like great teams. And I'll give you an example of a team that we all were like, whoa. The 2011 Mavericks. They ran through some teams, including who they had to win it all. The Heatles. They were down 0-2 to the Heat. Heat laughing, coughing, talking about they coughed it up
you
and all that.
Remember that? Yeah.
That team is an example of a team where you're like, hey, I got to give them. So that's one of the great runs. Dirk Nowitzki went crazy on the NBA.
He made
that
every big shot. You remember that, Rob G?
Series.
That, you can't say Dirk was along for the ride. Every big shot he made, and I was impressed. I was so impressive.
Absolutely.
He walked through, 5 of the top 8 players in the league at that point?
Then he go through the Lakers.
Kobe and Powell.
That was the gauntlet, right.
Yep.
KD and Russ.
Memphis was the grit and grind Grizzlies. I'm pretty sure it was them.
And then it was LeBron and Wade.
D-Wade, LeBron, and Bosh. I mean, he was, and you just mentioned it, he was killing people at the buzzer, at the elbow. He was up and under in people.
No, he was brilliant.
And that's my point of why, like, he completed it, Rob G. He got the job done. He was finals MVP. It was a huge check mark in his career because at that point we were like, oh, because remember, he lost in 06. Got to the finals to the Heat with the Heat and lost.
That was when the fix was in those free throws. Dwayne Wade got 1 million free throws.
We might be in for SGA coming up next next series.
That's one of the worst finals I ever saw.
He was shooting like 18 a game.
It was outrageous.
It was great for him to kind of say, "Oh wow, he's that guy, D Wade." Like,
but you couldn't back then. You couldn't touch him at all. You couldn't breathe on him.
Yeah, well, what you
but
know
I do
with SGA?
I do remember that the cough and his.
Yeah, they were coughing it up. What did they say to that? Did they deny that? I feel like D Wade's denied that.
Yeah, they denied it that they weren't making fun of him. Remember that?
They denied.
But they were. It was obvious.
That was when LeBron was trying to be black hat villain guy. He wasn't good at that. Just be you, Bron, because you as a villain did not work out. All right, on the way, last call, 877-90. I know already. 877-99 on Fox, 877-99
And guess what?
Fox.
I'm going to show you my new backpack. I'm going to tell you.
Oh, yeah, I complimented you on that. I was proud of you because the Ralph's plastic and paper bag.
I was using a paper bag for my backpack.
No, nothing tops the pillowcase bag.
the
comforter bag through the airport. Well, all of us got on Odd Couple apparel, making us look bad as a unit.
I know.
Come on, man. See Odd Couple, Fox Sports Radio.
It's last call time on The Odd Couple. If you had a take and couldn't get in all show, here's your chance. Your call's important to us. Call us at 877-99 on Fox. Hurry up. Rob and Kelvin got to get out of here.
All right, check it out. We've been telling you all about it, Rob. Let's tell them a little bit more about M-Drive. Of course, been helping us get in shape. So
let me say this.
What you got to say?
When they originally contacted me, I got to be honest.
What'd you say?
I had never heard of it.
I'm going to be real, too. I hadn't either.
But the same, I should say, after 40, energy drops, weight won't move, the gym stops, like giving back what you put in.
That's true. And after you think about it, you start to think, is it me? Am I not doing this right? What's going on?
It's not. It's testosterone is what it is. I'm telling you, it declines after 40, and it takes everything with it.
So what M-Drive did, they built something that exactly for that. You got 2 capsules, pop, take them every morning with clinically tested ingredients that support healthy testosterone, like you mentioned there, Rob, energy and metabolism.
Here's what got me, okay? A scientist named Gary Kehoe built this thing almost 20 years ago for himself after feeling the same change.
Yeah, he's got his whole family on it now, and we're both on our health kick right now trying to get it together, and M-Drive is a part of our routine.
Over 1 million men use it.
60-day money-back guarantee.
We're in the middle of this, and guess what? So far,
honestly, it's working. You see us out here. You see us on YouTube.
mdriveformen.com. Code COUPLE. 20% off your first order.
20, that's a lot. So go check them out, mdriveformen.com.
M-Drive for men who still show up. Hey, Kelvin.
What's that?
Go get M-Drive.
Todd Monken met with the media earlier this week, specifically on Monday, to discuss the quarterback controversy, we'll call it, there in Cleveland. They believe that they have 3 guys who are all vying for one gig: Shedeur Sanders, Deshaun Watson, Dylan Gabriel. And Todd Monken met with the media and said, quote, about the, I guess you would call him incumbent starter, Shedeur Sanders. He said, I think Shedeur's come miles in terms of his progressions, getting the ball out, his understanding of the concepts. I think he's really, really, really come a long way.
Todd Monken just got there. What? He wasn't there last year. Kelvin, what did he see between in shorts and the post draft
Don't
camp.
disrespect the 2 months that. Remember, just 2 months ago, he said I need to see some more from him, and now he said he didn't seen it.
2 months. I mean, seriously, like the idea. Just say what is the game that these guys got to play to coach speak? Like it's all you got to do is say there's going to be a competition. I'm here. I'm new. I'm going to take a look at everybody. I'm going to play the best quarterback that gives us the best chance to win.
You don't think he's doing that?
No, that's not what he said. I'm just saying, like Shador's not going to start. We just had Jay Crawford. He's in Cleveland. What did he say?
He said
Deshaun's going to start. You believe that. Rob G, you don't believe that? I think everybody knows. Now, if he doesn't play well, could they pull him? Absolutely.
I think we're going to see all 3 starters.
You might. But definitely there's no ifs, ands, or buts that it's going to be Deshaun. We talked about it. They owe him $1 gazillion. There's nothing they can do about it. They can't cut him. It would devastate their franchise. So they got to see if they can get something from him.
I wonder, do you think they would want Shador to be great in the sense that so they can move on from the Deshaun Watson? Close that door. I know they owe him the money, but you owe him the money, meaning it ain't you owe him anyway. But would you rather?
Shador didn't do enough last year.
No, I agree with that. But I'm saying this summer. Let's say this summer, you're like, please take that leap so that we can go. This is our guy because we don't want to. I don't think they're sold on Deshaun either. I think they're he's the better, slightly better version, and we owe him $1 gazillion.
But the only thing is, if Shador, and Rob G has talked about these numbers. They're like the worst. This is not like haterade or something. These are factual numbers. Like the worst starting quarterback, right, Rob G?
This is for you, Rob, because there's some stats I save in a specific folder because I know you like to go to it frequently, and this is one I'm keeping.
Rob G, can you pull up the Shador standards?
You don't want that
the stinky
Shador. Give me the stinky stats.
They don't even say what the stat is.
Stats.
Send me the bad Shador stats.
Give me the bad ones.
Here it is. The Browns went 3-4 in games Shador started. His 10 interceptions over the final 8 weeks, most in the NFL during that span. Of the 36 quarterbacks with at least 200 passing attempts last year, Shador Sanders ranked last in completion percentage, last in passer rating, last in adjusted yards per attempt, last in adjusted net yards per attempt, and he had the second to last in interception rate.
Roger, can you give me the good Shador stats, please?
I don't got those.
You don't got those?
No.
Hey, Alex, something's wrong with the radio because we can't hear anything. Oh, I'm sorry. We got radio silence.
Get the good stats.
That's what's happening.
Here we go. Here's a good Shador stats.
All right, ready to go. I'm not letting y'all do that. Don't act like Shador. You know what I'm about to say because I ain't got but 3 things to say about him. Shador.
Those stats are standing next to Steph Curry's big-time shots.
There you go. There you go, Alex, my man.
Rob G, what's Steph's shots under 30 seconds?
He has those too for me. I need those.
Rob G will be like, he's hit every shot at 3 minutes. No, Rob G, under the minute. Under the minute.
0 for 12 in shots to tie or put this team ahead.
Boy can't remember what he had for breakfast, but he remember those stats. Hey, I'll say this. I do think we're going to get similar to what we got last year. Well, what did we have? Joe Flacco. I don't remember the order. Was it then Dylan Gabriel and then Shador, right?
Yep,
I think we're going to get that again. Well, we're going to get maybe not that order, but we're going to get Deshaun. We owe you a bunch of money. You're more talented than the 2 of those guys. Let's roll you out there. And I think they're banking on low-key. I think they're banking on all of them not being great so that they can say, hey, we tried. And if they end up, 3 and what would that be? 14, 4 and
what, Arch Manning?
Yeah, and go get Arch, go get Moore, go get one of Dante Moore, go get one of these guys.
Now you got quarterbacks coming out there.
That's what I'm saying. So I do think they're going to say, hey, so you can look your fan base and say, hey, we made a mistake, we paid
Deshaun if that's
all
the
the money.
case, then I would have put Shador in to start the season. If I want to lose, I would put Shador in.
You just throw it to the square of the backboard, and he'll say, I got it.
All right, let's do this. Last call time?
Oh, yeah. Hey, by the way, real quick, I do have to tell him about where am I telling you about? telling them about if you missed any of today's show, make sure you check out the podcast. All you got to do is search The Odd Couple FSR. That's where you can find us. Rob G will get the best of version and a full version as well. Like it, share it, provide a review, all that good stuff. We appreciate it. Go search The Odd Couple FSR, wherever you get your pod. It is halftime, by the way, 69-58, Thunder up 11. It is now time for Last Call.
Last call.
Last call time on The Odd
Couple. Last call. Who we got? Man, that was classic.
I'm all right.
That was a classic day.
All right. Andre in Massachusetts. What's up, Dre?
How you doing? Thanks for taking the call. I appreciate the lens and the attention that you gave to the Jackson Dart, Donald Trump situation, looking at it from various angles. Nonetheless, I would be remiss if I didn't say go New York, go New York, go in terms of the historic pace that this team is on. And all I want to say is this. Let's give them their flowers, Mike Brown and the team, how they come together. I'm not standing for any Tom Thibodeau slander. Not one bit whatsoever.
You were against Tom Thibodeau getting fired, weren't you, last year?
10 toes down against it. And the two things.
Okay, you were wrong. Can you say that? Admit that you were wrong.
What I'm going to admit is two things can be right at the same time.
No. Just admit you were wrong on this. That on the Tom Thibodeau getting fired. Can you say that?
Okay, Rob, I'm going to have a bit of humility, and I'm going to say it's been proven that
there we go and get off. Hang up on him. Hang on. Andre, I'm so mad at you. You call every day. You're a part of the show. We love you. But I'm mad at you, Andre. You're supposed to fight back. Ask me the same question. No, I don't think they necessarily got it right because Tibbs didn't get the coach this year. So he might have got to the same spot. He was a game away from the same spot last year, Rob. Come on, Dre.
All right, can I share
blah,
something?
blah, 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 Rob, blah, blah, blah. Rob goes, no, you're wrong.
So
okay, Rob, you're right.
Yeah, you're right.
You're right.
So there it is. I got my Big Bird backpack.
It is Big Bird
yellow. Big Bird backpack.
It looks brighter on the YouTube. It's actually
and let me tell you, so this is, again, I got to always go past the Nike outlet whenever and of course, the holiday, so there's an extra 50% off. Are you ready? So originally $49.99.
Okay.
Then it got marked down to $29. An extra 25% got it down to $19.99. And then the 50% off of that, $9.99.
That's a steal.
So, hey, Alex, Rob G, Elijah, Kelvin.
Yeah.
These might. Just look at these. What about for Christmas prizes? No? You like these?
I wouldn't be mad.
You wouldn't be mad?
No, I wouldn't be mad.
I need a new bag. That's sick.
So are you telling us you already have them?
Oh, I'm just saying.
So we're going to have to blow the dust off them when we get them? It's been 6-7 months?
No, they'll be in plastic.
Blow off the plaque.
But that's a nice bag for $9.99, ain't it?
How did our conversation start about it? I walked by. What did I say? I said,
that's
dope.
awesome.
I said, a dope bag.
You got to jump on stuff like that. You remember I had a paper bag with my stuff in it.
Can you lay down and let me be therapist? Why did you have a paper bag? Help me understand.
Because I didn't have a bag to put my stuff in.
No, but it's just you go to Ross and TJ Maxx all the time. You could have had a bag, Rob.
I
don't get it.
I didn't want to have a bag. I needed to find a bag that I could put my stuff in that wasn't expensive. So.
What about the traveling bag? Do we have luggage? Why are you out here getting $9.99 Nike bags? Do we have luggage yet?
I have luggage. I just wanted to drop that stuff off. And where were we?
San Francisco. You looked homeless like a lot of people in San Francisco.
The Jason Smith Show with Mike Harmon is coming up next.
I never miss your radio show. I never hear it, so I never miss it.
Did you hear that?